Well, g'day D-Live, and welcome back to the Gives a Minute D-Live stream for a Sunday afternoon affair. Before we go too deep in, of course, every time I start the stream, I'm going to make certain that its audio is working. Sometimes HDMI has an issue. Man, there's a lot of mozzies here. Sometimes HDMI says no audio, sometimes it says yes audio. I'm going to verify that that's all working before we get too deep. Let me go and bring up the D-Live machine and refresh my trousers. Do we have audio? We have audio. I see BMX1138 in the chat. G'day BMX, how are you? Good to see you, good to have you, good to know you. That's a little overexposed. We'll just change that to a little bit worse. Now we'll go the other way and make it better. See this behind me? Not these ducks, top duck style. I don't know if you can see the two ducks over there. That's interesting, there's a dog there too, but the ducks aren't phased. Oh, they're a little phased. Yeah, well behind that is Queenstown Hill, and it's a little hike. Mellow hike, pretty easy hike, and I want to do it with you. I want to do it soon actually. I want to get out of these mosquito infected areas. Thing is, today it's cloudy and like a lot of the mountain is covered in cloud. Coronet Peak is like, you can't see it, maybe from there you won't. It's just like you can see the top of Coronet Peak and then the rest of it underneath it is just a big white cloud. And look, I'll show you up here. Tops of the clouds up here. I don't know if you can see that super well. So cloud gap, right through that little gap right there. It's Coronet Peak and it's just sticking out through the top. Tiny little bit. So what I'm suggesting, or what I'm thinking is, we may be in cloud up there, because we're going up this one. I'll cut around in a second. Look over here at, what's the name of that peak in chat? I can't remember the name of it. Yeah, we could be walking into cloud. So the hike is probably about just under an hour, pretty mellow. I've done it before. I've done it twice before. I've done it one time when I lived here in the 2000, just across the ways here, on Huff Street, which I live on again. It's pretty unique, pretty interesting. Well, when I first arrived here, early 2000, I looked out the window of the apartment and I saw this hill. I am walking over this park and I'm going straight up that face. And I even went there yesterday to try to see how I did that. Like, where would I would have attacked it up here surely. But it's all shops and like fenced off like parking lots and stuff. I don't know how I did it. I mean, obviously things have changed because I did just go between two shops and I just made a beeline up the mountain. And I got up there and I enjoyed some Spates beer. That was fantastic. That was on Good Friday. I remember, I've got a video of it. That's Good Friday, the year 2000. And then when we lived here for the whole season, and someone said, dude, you know there's actually a walk, Queenstown Hill Time Walk. It's a time walk. I don't know what time's got to do with it, but there's a time walk. There's actually a bit of a mural at the top there. It's got like a concentric spiraling piece of art. We'll check that out when we're up there. And yeah, you enter it from the front face of Queenstown. I think it's on. I probably should have checked this. I can't remember where it is, but I'm going to go up Hallenstein Street, which is just across Gorge. I was gonna live on Hallenstein Street, but that fell through. I'm going to cut across, go up Hallenstein, and I reckon if I just keep walking around Hallenstein, there'll be walk, and we'll enter up there. For those interested, I do have the Teradek VDU Go running the stream again. I want to show it to you. I'll give you my little tour here of the Big Peck. Oh, it's sitting in duck poo. That's awesome. Check this out. This is my Teradek backpack, and inside it is the VDU Go. We'll just open this up. I'll show you how it's done. So this is the flux capacitor that makes time travel possible. This is the streaming device. Notice I don't have any modems attached to it this time. I'm not using modems, I'm using a modem. It's in here. In here is my Nighthawk M2. This is connected to Vodafone New Zealand. That connects through Ethernet into the Video Go, and that's what makes time travel possible. When I say time travel, I clearly mean live streaming IRL style. Also, we've got power banks here. This power bank, a small one, sits in here. This powers up the GH5. The one underneath it is the big one, which you can't really see. That gives power to the Video Go. That's just Type-C, USB Type-C. Then I've got some spare stuff up here, like some batteries and some lights. It will be dark. It is going to get dark up there. I've also got 4 Codys, which are going to fit in my big pack. That's noisy. Chopper. I got a bottle of water that's going to fit in here as well, and the 4. Where are they? Here they are. They're going to slide in here. Hope they don't explode. They better not. They better not. They won't. Do they fit? I hope they fit. We'll work it out. If we've got to carry one or something, I don't know. We'll work it out. Oh no, they're going to fit. So that's how that all slots together. This is a little Velcro strap here. And then this closes over. Zips up. That fits in easily. And also, I didn't realize, but there is a hole down here to feed cable runs through. You probably can't really see that, but that's a little, I didn't, so you can feed your cable run. I've just got my cable run coming out the side. Actually, it should be on both sides, on the same side. So that's the cable run there. And that's how the backpack closes. A tidy little unit from Teradek. Doing IRL streams and you want to go up a little quality, you want to up the quality a little. I mean, there is to do it on the DLive app these days, go live direct. But if you want to go up in quality, Video Go from Teradek, there is a link down below in my about section that is on YouTube. If you're watching anywhere else, just go to the YouTube channel. And that's an. And even if you don't purchase the Video Go from Teradek, if you buy anything else, I'll get a little kickback. Dude, that is way too bright now. Okay, so we're gonna go down in exposure. And look, top duck. Should we just get a little top duck action? That'll get me on the wheel, won't it? Let's see if we can get some duck action. You know what? I don't want to film the ducks. There's enough duck action on DLive. What have I got to add to it? Don't add to it. In fact, someone should subtract from it. There's too much duck action. See a bunch of. Oh, that's back up. Nope. It's just BMX. So there's only BMX guy there. That's it. There's no one else. There's only you in the chat and you're not even speaking? No worries. I guess we'll get out of here then. That's weird. There's no audio sync, is there? Issue? No audio sync issue? I hope not. I'll do a little. Nope, it's just BMX. So there's only BMX guy there? That's it? There's no one else? Interesting. There's only... Just want to check this audio, the audio sync issue from yesterday. I guess we'll get out of here then. That's weird. Just give me a second. No audio sync issue. No, there isn't. I'll do a little. No, there's no audio sync issue. I don't know what that was yesterday. I mean, I've encountered all kinds of errors while live streaming. By the way, I got duck poo all over my pants. Maybe it's time for a wash. This stream and you're not on DLive. Maybe you're watching on Facebook, Trovo, maybe you're watching on YouTube, maybe you're watching on the Float app, maybe you're watching on FC2, which is an Asian porn site which I stream on. Yeah, I know, I'm putting it out as far as I can, the stream. Maybe you're watching anywhere along this trail and this hike up to the top of Queenstown Hill. I won't see your comments unless you're on DLive. So if you're commenting on YouTube and having a good old time, fine. I'm not seeing it. Just make sure you respect the rules on the YouTube machine. I'm streaming on YouTube. I'm going to keep it up on YouTube because, you know, DLive remove streams after 25 days. I want this to be permanent. I did a little searchy search. No one else has done a IRL stream. No one else has done an IRL stream in Queenstown, except for me yesterday. No one else has done an IRL stream up the mountain. So this is a first. We're breaking ground here. No one's done this. It's also a little test here from me with this one connection. I've only got Vodafone here. I don't have a backup. I don't have redundancy. I was going to get another one, but looking at the map of this town and where we're going to be throughout the winter, I don't think I'm going to need it. I don't think I'm going to need it. I reckon this will be a good test, like going up a mountain. Okay, it's the mountain that's as close to the town as you can possibly get. Arguably Coronet Peak would be maybe... See, I've been told there's great reception up there. I've been told Coronet and the Remarks both have a tower on the mountain. So I don't know if we're going to need a backup, but we'll see, we'll see. I normally wouldn't stream, that's what the video you go is for. It bonds the two together, so. But here we are, we seem to be good. In the chat, KB Doc Holiday, how you doing, man? Hello, skis. And Tom's in the house. G'day, Tom. And Abby. Tom, g'day, Abby. How you guys going? So I got my jacket here because it's probably going to get quite cold up the top there. I guess it's going to be about 9 degrees Celsius. And I reckon the forecast is for cloud clearing, but there's only 2 more hours of daylight, and so sun setting gets cooler as well. Cody's got the water, got the stream, got you. I'm going to turn the chat off. We're going to do this in segments because we're going uphill and we're going to take our time. I'm going to kill the... I'm just not going to look at the chat for a little while until we get up to this. There's a... Sit on this bench. It's got a nice view of Queenstown. So at that bench is when I'll check the chat again. So play nicely amongst yourselves and let's get out of here. Let us depart. I'll tuck this. No, I'll just put this in. Don't need my mobile charge cable to be hanging out willy-nilly. Mayonnaise! All right. Are we good angled? Let's appropriate this angel. Love a good angel appropriation. All right. This is going to suck to carry this jacket up, but I'll tell you what, when we're sitting up there drinking Cody's and the sun's going down, I'll be like, yep, that'll be our jacket. All right. See, look, cloud cover, like intermittent. Over there, it's blue skies though. That's cloud. Cloud on top of Ben Lomond. It's going to be cloudy. But the thing is, I also thought about that. Like, we can do this many times. Like, this is the only time we do Queenstown Hill. We can come back up here. Not tomorrow, I got appointments, but maybe Tuesday I got an interesting task. If you want to join me, I'm going to do a little trail. It's called the Between the Towns Trail. Goes from Queenstown to Fern Hill, which arguably just a little outer-lying suburb. It's where my old boss lives, in the same house too, 20 years ago. And they're away right now, doing some touring, traveling. And yeah, Sharon, the wife of Dom, just said, "Oh, you could just check on our cats for us." So I'm gonna go and do the trail. What's it called? The Two Towns Trail? It's called something. And I'll just check on their cats. I'll call out their names of their cats, which I can't remember. I've got to write them down actually. And we'll see how they're going. And then when these guys get back, I'll probably... But I'm going to hang out with Dom and Sharon. We'll go fishing, trout fishing, which we did last time I was living here and I caught nothing. Actually, Dom only caught one. Oh, I thought I lost my phone. Dom only ever caught one, but it was a beauty. And he gave it to us. He gave it to me and Shelley. We cooked it and it was beautiful. But yeah, maybe I'll take the GoPros and do some filming or something, some underwater stuff. The water's so clear here in New Zealand. That's what I'll do. Oh, I don't have a long stick though. I'll work it out. Take the GoPros. But yeah, sometimes, like just talking about the 4G, there are places where any 4G, and like Yeah, Dom's got a new secret fishing spot, not Moke Lake, but I know there's no 4G at Moke Lake as well. I want to get up there sometime. All right, so we're crossing Gorge Road here. This is the road to the Coronet Peak machine, and this is Hallenstein Street. I was gonna initially live, so maybe we could even see the place I was gonna live in. Although I don't really want to look at it, to be honest. It's a bit sketchy. A bit sketchy. I'll tell you that story, but I will just get up this hill first. Yeah, I'm gonna sign that away, sure. Who do you think you're dealing with? This is the Caltex. So you get a good view of the town here, and I guess the hills and the cloud action. So it could suck. Well, we're going up this one, so might not be too bad. We'll see, we'll see. I probably won't talk too much now because it's uphill for a while. The uphill parts. What is this? What does this sticker say? What does this say? "7 consecutive days in the same spot is the maximum time to leave a vehicle in this area without moving it." Wow, they got a fine then. Does it tell you how much the fine is? Doesn't tell you how much it is. So they got a ticket for leaving their vehicle here. I don't have a car, but that'd be interesting. You can only leave your car parked for 7 days without moving it. What if it's broken down? That hasn't got a flat tire. Yeah, that sucks for the owner of that vehicle. That's probably a rule that they have in place because people camping and not paying for accommodation, I guess. Like sleeping in the van like I'd do. If I had Steve Van here, for sure. Look at the clouds. Can't even see the top of the gondola. So this could suck. You might, and the thing is, if it's good, you're gonna see a great view, but if it's not good, you're not gonna see anything. If it's clouded, you could be anywhere. Yeah, that's not a good sign. And I can feel it, it's colder. That wind isn't from the west. It's supposed to be westerly wind. Hey, here's a Daleka! Stevan! Stevan! Same color as Stevan. Look at that. Daleka Ninja. Say Ninja? Dude. It's all rusted like mine too. Like, look at the... That looks like mine, hey? Kind of. They took that off too. I want to take mine off. Yeah, cool. That's the exact same model too, 2800. That's from 1996. Imported in 96, or Australian import 96. Manufactured 94, I think. Stevan. I wonder how many made their way to New Zealand. My boss said he had 2 of them at some stage. Must be a pretty popular vehicle. Keep our eyes out for different Stevan versions. That house is magenta. That's burgundy, isn't it? Wow. Little bank there. yeah, so here's Duncan's place. I took a photo of this in my Discord. If you're wondering what happened to King Buzzo, here's his place. And this would have been, one of these places would have been where I would have lived if it didn't turn out to be sketchy, which it turned out to be sketchy, so I don't live there. And I'm happy I got a better spot. Don't have to walk these hills every day. But yeah, that would have been probably, I think it was the furthest one to the right, I think. And yeah, here's Duncan's place. Duncan's got a good view of Lake Wakatipu. Lake Wakatipu. Quiet today. No noise. Absence of noise. Now where's this bench I saw the other day when I walked up here? A little further around, I think. We'll sit on that bench and that's where I'll grab the chat again and we'll just check up, see everything's been all good on the stream. Dude, I can really feel that's gotten colder. That's a good, well, it's wind chill, isn't it? So it's probably the same temperature but with wind chill. A little colder than what it would be. So this is Weaver Street. Weaver Street is steep. Check it out. Oh shit, you don't want brakes to fail at that point, do you? No, you do not. You would weave your way down to an accident. They got a distillery out here, what the hell? Oh, that's just a rainwater tank. I thought that was a still. See that? I want to film someone's private property, but that did catch my eye. Maybe they're making their own whiskies. You can, but you gotta pay it. Taxes. Charging. Oh, here it is. There's this bench. Yeah, check this bench out. Nice bench, nice view. If you go past the house there, the Lake Wakatipu. Is that, the exposure's not great, is it? No, that's okay. Let's go a bit like that. Queenstown. Queenstown. Too bright, get too dark. Up the top there, Ben Lomond. You know the scope. Let's park up here for a bit and I'll just check the chat. It'll be a good chance to just chill for a bit too. You know, we could crack a Cody right here. Hey, I don't know. Someone's been having drinkies here. They got VBs. Could be that crew from the Henry's liquor store last night. That woman was like, oh yeah, my friend, he's never had this before. It's like, yeah, probably never gonna have it again either. Garbage. Let me check the chat. Wait a second, what have I done there? I put you on the wrong side. You want to see the Lake Wakatipu? Come over this side. That's the angel you want. We'll just make sure that it's level first, but that's the view you want. Except for this tree in the way. Let me just give you a bit of a downward angel. Like that. Forget this tree and just look at the mountains behind. All right. I said all right. Okay. The D-Live machine ski. I had a little issue before, and it's going to really bug me. Let me just get to the chat first. This is going to be an interesting conundrum, actually. Who's in the chat now? That's well too overexposed. Let me just give you a better exposure. That's better. Okay, well, I can scroll back up to a bunch of donations from KB Doc Holiday. Thank you very much, man. I see ice creams, I see lemons. I see Tom V there as well. Thank you, Tom V. Abby, pretty mountains and trees, they are, aren't they? It's very pretty here, very pretty. Hope there's coverage, maybe Starlink is more useful there. Well, we'll see, I don't have Starlink, but I'm under the impression that we're good. I'm under the impression that this is gonna be fine, so we'll see. Dougski, hey Doug, how you doing, man? Hey Gives and Givers, can't stay long, just popping in to say hi. Thanks Doug, good to see you ever so briefly. Tom V, you've been here before. I remember walking up that hill a few times. You've been here before, have you, Tomski? Is that right? Up Weaver Street or up Hallenstein? When were you here, dude? The purest strain Pacific Northwest rainbow trout in the entire world are in New Zealand. Is that right? Well, I hope they get in my tummy as well. I went red stag hunting, duck hunting, and trout fishing in NZ in 1995. Wow, man. That was before I was here in 2000. That's one way to find out who's got lost hiking the trails nearby. Now, what was the method you mentioned? I spent 30 grand in 1 month there. Wow. Crikey. That's a lot of money, dude. Have fun, good night. No worries, Doc Holiday. Thank you for the donations, man. Swing in for the replay, man. Catch the replay. I'll have it up. I'll have it up. That was back in 2009, Tom. Yeah, right. 2009. That was after I was here, and then Doc Holiday was here before in 95. I was here in 2000. Now I'm back here in 2022. And I'm stoked to be back. Really happy. Let's oh yeah, just another friendly, gentle reminder if you're watching on YouTube. Well, if you're watching anywhere but D-Live, when I stop to check the chat, I don't see your comments. So if you're commenting to me and I'm not responding, it's because you're not on D-Live. Oh, by ticketing the abandoned vans, you see who has gone missing. So you think possibly there's something wrong with these guys? They're missing in action. Oh wow. I guess you're right. I mean, yeah. All right. Well, with that in mind, we'll keep an eye on that van, and we'll check it. We'll check it again next time. It's a bit frightening, though. So let's continue the spiral. I guess we'll go along and then chuck a left at some point. I remember the name of the street is. I think you take a left on Edgar. I think. Anyway, chat is off. It's just solo blindness for a little while now. Till we get a little ways. I don't know where we'll stop next, but we'll stop again and have a chit chat. We'll work that out when we get there. Let us depart. Is this going to tangle up? It was until I untangled it. Twisted it, tangled it, untangled it. All right. Are we good there? We are good. Let us skedaddle. Yeah, this sucks carrying this jacket. Really sucks. But you know what? I am gonna enjoy the jacket later. Yeah, nice view. Look how clouded, I don't know if you saw that from the view before, but look how clouded up Ben Lomond is. You can't even see the gondola, the skyline. So wouldn't be fun to be up there, but apparently it's gonna shift a little bit, so we should be okay. We'll see though. Some nice housing along here. Check this place, 73. It's nice. I can already see a sign, Queenstown Hill walking trail. Check this out, driveway with a view. That's a car park with a view, right? Bam! Not a bad spot to park your car. Yeah, here we go, Queenstown Hill walking trail. What is this, Edgar? So we're going up here, folks. We're cutting in this street here. I'm going straight up now. Into the tree lines and right into the cloud. Hopefully not. Maligan Street. Okay, that's not what I thought it would be. But it does say Queenstown Hill walking track. Check it. Check it. Yeah. You know it. Oh shit, this is a steep hill too. Alright, so there'll be no talking up here, folks. No talking from here on till we get to the top of this hill. Are we there yet? Look at this tree. I'm stopping to show you the tree and to get my breath back. What a lovely tree. Dang. That's a steep street. See the gradient? It's no Baldwin Street. Or is it? Deep breathing, heavy breathing. Dang. Are we there yet? There's the sign. Kerry Drive. Kerry Doctor. Wow. That's nice. Look at that. Nice view, yeah? Whew. Okay. It's only gonna get worse from here. That's not even the start of it. Here's the start of it, I guess. I don't remember this though. Hello. Hello. Oh, downhill? Wow. Okay. Bit of a downhill here. And it gets a little dark. How dark? This dark. That's too dark, eh? Let's give you a little more ISO machine. That's alright. I do walk before, and I do not. Maybe we started at a different. These are not the sort of steps. After a few Codys. Hold on, that'll be me later. Shit. Change the ISO again. Dang. Street here. Okay. Huh. So we just climbed a little. Okay. All right. Accommodation. Managed villas. Nice. You still with me? I'm not with you. I'm too tired. Yeah. I guess we'll get to the end of the street and I know this. Yeah, we're good. There's a crow laying in the road up ahead. Oh, is that a cat? It's a cat. Meow! Here we go. Belfast Terrace. Queenstown Hill walking track. The track's gonna walk? Unbelievable. How's it gonna do that? Hey, saw those guys in the town before. Well, here we go. 1.5 hour walk, 2.5 hour returns. We are here, bam, bam, bam. Time Walk Gateway. Yep. Okay. Walk through Douglas Fir Forest, then open grasslands to the Basket of Dreams. From there, superb views stretch across Lake Wakatipu from the Remarkables. Trace the skyline. Bam! To find this legendary sleeping giant. You can climb up to the summit, 500 meters above where you now stand. or continue the loop track down a shorter, more open route. Right. You know it. The who foot. Oh, yeah, we'll just pause here and check the chat before we continue. Give me a chance to recuperate as well. Just put you yahoos down here. Where's the view? There. Just check chat. Because we haven't. That was a prelude. That was episode 1. If you're a Star Wars nut, which I'm not, but I try to put it in terms that people would familiarize themselves with. Let me just make sure we're level here. All right. Let me just get to the D-Live machine. Refresh the machines of D. The Duck Live. Gotta love a Duck Live streaming platform. It's great. Why is my nose dripping? Okay. My profile, please. Yes. Come on, D machine. My channel. Okay, we're good. So the only chat message is from Tom V, not partly a joke, probably mainly to stop people leaving vehicles broken down. So you're back on that? Yeah, cool. Yo, Code Word Havoc, how you doing, man? Hello, Codeskis. The quality is pretty damn good. What are you using as a camera? I'm using the GH5. The Panasonic Lumix GH5 is my streaming camera, and I shoot. I stream with the Video Go from Teradek. That's how I do this. And I want to show you all the pretty places, and we're about to explore one right now. It's called Queenstown Hill Walkway, or the Time Walk. And I probably should just snap a little bit of water before we go, because it's gonna get a little parched as, bro. I'll do that now from my Bic Pick. That's Kiwi for backpack. It's my streaming Bic Pick. You can't see it because it's too far below, but there is a bottle of water and 4 Codies in here. That's right, 4 Codies for the top. Maybe we'll drink them as we go. I don't know, we'll see. But this is water. We'll need this as well. Just have a sip here before we roll out, commence style. Just a reminder, if you're watching this stream and you're not on dlive.tv/givesaminute, and maybe you're chatting to me, and I'm not answering, it's because I'm not seeing it. Come over here to DLive, and I still won't see it because it's turned off. But I'll turn it back on later. What's wrong with my pants? Aside from being covered in duck shit. Look at all the duck shit here. Gotta love ducks. You don't see that on the Top Duck channel, hey? All the shit that they make. It's just all the funny furry stuff. If you have ducks, you're gonna have duck shit everywhere. All right, let's roll. Are you good to roll? A rhetorical question. The uphill commencement. Oh. I feel like we'll be stopping a lot on this walk. We'll be stopping soon. How's it going? There's a sign right here. What does this say? Old school sign. It says walkway. This must be the old school method signage. To be honest, I don't need to stop. I mean, I do need to stop. I just wanted to stop to get my breath back. I'll do that a lot on this walk. Random stoppages. Still don't recognize any of this from 2000. Don't recognize this trail at all. It's also Sunday. It's very quiet for a Sunday. Very quiet for a Sunday affair. Auto ISO is not good, is it? No, it's not. These are nice forests though, like this fir, pine fir stuff. Hear that noise? The TSS Earnslaw! Earnshall? It's a boat. Ship. Stop to admire the beauty all around you in this forest on Queenstown Hill 2022. You, me, overexposed, love it. What are we on there? Okay. Gonna leave my shutter speed at a constant 160, and I'll ramp the ISO accordingly. How you going?
Not too bad, how are you?
Pretty good. Friendly person, friendly people. Sunday style, Queenstown Hill. I'm gonna order some hiking shoes as well, because look, these are skate shoes. These are my etnies. I'm literally hiking in skate shoes. I gotta get those boots for work, so oh, there's a bench here. Shit, yeah, look at this. We're gonna park on this bench. I'm gonna tell you a story. That's the plan. And if we were a little higher up, I might crack a Cody, but we still got a fair ways to go. I don't want to crack a Cody just yet. Let me sit on this bench with you yahoos though. There's a mountain bike track there as well. Now let's put you yahoos down. Whee! Dude. Sweating like a pig here. Are we level there, H-Man? She's not in the chat, is he, H-Man? I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm gonna give you Forget Me. Forget Me. I'm just gonna zoom in on this. You guys can get that little perspective. I'm just gonna chill here. I will grab the chit chat out. And, you know, we'll go from there. Because, oh, that's the right. So, the idea of this is to do it nice and gently and enjoy it. How's the reception? Good. Everything good. 11 viewers. Hello, 11 skis. It looks cold down here. It is cold, man. Well, it's not cold, but it's not warm. Hey. Yeah, it's not cold. It's not cold, but it's got a little chill to it. And if you start sweating, which I am, you're gonna make it. It's gonna make it worse. I'm gonna just give you a little better exposure there. That's better. So in the chat, who have we got? Pooh86. That was Pooski. How you doing, Pooh? Tom V. YouTube stream hung for me on TV. I didn't recognize it from 2009. Yeah, I don't recognize any of this part. Like, I haven't seen there's a gate. How long is the walk? It's 1.5 hours one way. Court case in a can. Is that snow on the mountains? No, it's not. That is, that will be snow. In the next couple of weeks, that'll be snow, but right now that's just cloud. But that's a very good question, and it does look like it, but it is not snow. Well, hold on a second. It's not snow that I'm aware of, unless it snowed last night and it's still stuck there. But that is definitely a thing that will happen very, very soon. In the next couple of weeks, it's going to start snowing here. And my plan, and yeah, okay, so I'm going to get these hiking boots. There's a Swiss company, a Swiss manufacturer. They're called On Running. I don't know if you guys have heard of them. On Running, and their logo is a little O with the little, like, what is that? The female gender sign. That O, and then an N. It's on an angel. It looks like, I thought it said DQ at first, but it's ON, On Running, and they make a fully waterproof hiking running shoe. Now, I'm not going to be running at all, but I am going to be walking a lot, and I am going to be walking in areas which is going to be either snow or ice or water. So a waterproof shoe for my job and for out and about with you yahoos. Yeah, I'm gonna buy a pair. They're $360 though. They're from Switzerland. Yeah, and I just ran it by my boss just yesterday. Said, are these going to be appropriate for the job? And he's like, yeah, they're going to be great. So, I mean, I only came to Queenstown with these, my skate shoes. So I got to get some shoe. So that's what I'm going to do. And if I had them now, I'd be wearing them right now on this trail, just to sort of get them broken in. But then, so the store in town that I was looking at, outside mountain outdoor adventures, outdoor scene, mountain scene. No, that's the magazine. One of the shops in town, they had them, but one size too small. And he looked around, he looked at all the other store locations and couldn't find, they just didn't have them. No one had them. So I've actually got to go to the On Running website. If you're looking go to the On Running website, it's onrunning.com. And the shoe is called Cloud something, Cloud Breaker, Cloud Jumper, Cloud Walker, it's the waterproof Cloud something. And it's got like it's a heeled shoe, like with ankle support, and looks really cool. I like stories. Cloud something. That's what they call Cody's. Oh, Cody's are called court case in a can. Yeah, right, okay, I feel you. Okay, okay. All right, fair enough. Another quick reminder, yahoos, if you're watching this stream and you're not on DLive, I can't see you. Maybe you're watching on YouTube or Facebook or Twitch or Trovo or anywhere else that you could be seeing this. That's great, appreciate the view, but come on down to dlive.tv/givesaminute. That's where you'll find the stream, that's where we're chatting. Now I'm gonna be looking at this chat only on DLive, even though right now I'm turning it off because we're gonna keep walking. But if you do come in, I'll see you. I'll see you there at some point. We'll stop again soon. Yeah, as far as remembering this walk goes, there is a gate, like a big metal iron, or an iron gate that I think you have to open and walk through. And I haven't seen that yet. And it's quite a piece of art too, that gateway. So once I see that, I'll be like, oh, okay, now it's familiar. But at the moment, I don't remember any of this. And I videoed it too last time, so I can go to the tapes to compare. And they are tapes. Literally digital video tapes. Let me just adjust you so we can walk and talk and chit chat and have a good time on a Sunday adventure. I thought there'd be more crew out too on a Sunday. Hardly any cunt around, eh? No one's around, mate. Having said that, there's someone right there. Hello, love. All right, so we got a little, what's this, a little side spiral here? We won't go up there. Oh dude, it got dark again. It gets dark so quick. That's nice, isn't it? I guess this is all mountain bike trails as well. It's pretty nice, isn't it? I might let you go first. I don't want to put you on camera.
No. My family might recognize.
Just try to always give people the privacy that they expect when they're going for a hike. Not that there's some dude live streaming it and yeah, so I just let her go past. Just a woman hiking along. But I was going to stop here and just say, this is different. Shit. In these conditions too, it's like so changing. You come out of the dark and it's light again. By the way, we're not filming, we're gonna end the stream at the top at nightfall. Sunset's 5:30. Then I'm gonna walk back down. I'm not gonna stream the downward. I'm not gonna stream going back down, there's no point. So we're gonna see sunset up here or progressively getting darker in the clouds. Won't be a very good sunset, I don't think. That's where we just were. Oh, we could have just cut through there. I see what they did. Yeah, I see. Little cut through section. Look at these trees, man. So nice. Oh, that's like a I don't know what tree it is, but it looks nice. Anybody got any arborists in the house? Arborist? Arborist. By the way, first person to IRL stream Queenstown Hill. You're in the chat. First person to do this. Hell yeah. No one's done this on YouTube. Hey.
Hi.
Fresh water there too. Guess the water's okay to drink here too if you wanted to. I don't need to though. G'day.
G'day.
Here's the gate. I remember this gate. I don't remember it being here, but I remember it. I'll just let this woman go through. She's not going to stop. Here's the gate I was talking about. Yep. Now, there's a fish there. What's that? Chicken? It's too dark. Let me just give you some more light. Chicken, dove, fish, lobster, refrigerator deer, ant, snake, sunlight.
Sorry.
That's all right, go for it. And yeah, this is not where I remember this gate to be at all. I remember it being further down. I remember it being on a flat section. I don't remember it being on a hill. And I remember it opening up the other way. What I'm saying is my memory is completely shithouse and I got it all wrong. What does this read? This pathway leads to our future. With each step we seek the guidance and wisdom of those who have gone before us. We walk with a sense of hope that those who follow in our footsteps beyond the year 2000. So I was here when it got built. Can do so with the same sense of pride in and protection for this beautiful place. That's cool. So that means maybe they moved it. Maybe it got moved. I don't remember it being here. I wish I brought all my tapes with me to New Zealand, my mini DV tapes, but I didn't. So that's gonna have to wait till I get back to Australia in October to compare. But that is not how I pictured it at all. Not at all. Completely different. But that's interesting to note that it was erected in 2000. So I must have walked this walk almost at the inception, like, or was just the gate put there in 2000? Either way, it's pretty cool. You got a little piece of history there. 22 years later. Hello. 22, I do remember this thing though, like these like plaques and stuff. Early Maori. We should travel together on this journey. These words, in our search for human habitation in the Wakatipu, we cast a net of time over 900 years. Around 1100, the Waita, these people came to Lake Wakatipu in search of punami. Punami? Okay. Greenstone and tamara. Taramia, wild Spaniard. Tikumu, mountain daisy, and the moa. In the 1500s, the Wahitaya were joined by Ngati Mamo. He arrived from the coast on the birding and eeling expeditions. A century later, these two tribes, through treaties and intermarriage, giggity giggity, became integrated with the newly arrived Nagai too. So they all got together and had the sex, and that's how you became Kiwi, I suppose. Tikumu, Punami, Moa, and yeah, there it is again, the date, 2000. Man, this is cool. I didn't know this was like, by the way, that's too overblown, isn't it? I didn't know this was here from such days. Queenstown in all of its glory. You got it there? Little spiral there of Queenstown. Let's continue the walk. And I kind of remember, if my memory's working for me, it gets a little easier from here. Like, I remember the start of the walk being like, oh, that sucked. And then I remember thinking the rest of it was like, yeah, okay, pretty chill. Like, it's a bit windy, like it sort of zigzags along like flat plateaus. I don't recall there being like any sections where it was like, dude, because if there was, my ex-girlfriend Shelley would have been spitting the dummy more than she was. And she wasn't spitting it bad until we got to the top, and then the dummy spit that you've seen in the movie comes up. Yeah, that was pretty bad. But the walk up, there was no dummy spits. In fact, she quite enjoyed it. We were making photos and videos of like mushrooms, and hope we see some. There's like red, like the traditional red mushrooms with like the little white spikes all over them, like macadamia nuts. And there were berries and little birds and stuff. And she was enjoying that. Then when we got to the top, she calculated the income that she'd be earning from working at nzski.com as a food and beverage, and she spat the dummy big time. And she went off in a huff. And then the walk back down was terrible because she was bitter. It was no fun. But here we are doing it again, and it looks like this. I kind of want to stop here and check the chat. We're in a place where, like, I don't know, like, just all tangled up here. Hold on a second. We're in a spot where maybe 4G might not be good, so I'm inquisitive. And also I want to catch my breath and reevaluate the chat. Lower that, up this. Hello. You can. Yeah, it's a live stream. It's not a photo or anything.
Okay, no worries.
Thank you for asking.
It's all good.
What a lovely lady. Didn't want to get in the way of my shot. Yeah, I'm keen to see if how this looks in terms of reception here, because like we're in like a dark. In fact, that's too bright. I want you to see how dark it is here. It's dark and gloomy. It's cool. It's like it. How are we looking? Refresh the chisel chat. Bring up my DLive profile. If the stream has been good without any problems, put the words no hiccup in the chat. If the stream has been flawless, put the words no hiccup. Oh, is that snow in the mountains? Okay. Tom, maybe they moved the gate in 2000 after you were there. Maybe they saw my video from 2000 and went, that gate's in the wrong spot, and they changed it. The most was a large bird, which they hunted though to extinction. Easy meal for the family. The MCA. No hiccups. Cool. Pooh, thank you for letting me know, Pooh. I just got to go over here and hock my guts up. Hang on a sec. So no hiccups at all. So this, I mean, this is one 4G connection. We're in like the darkest, dankest forest of pine fir. Really pretty and cold, and we've got perfect 4G. Streaming 1080-30, not 60, 1080-30. I could probably try 60. Yeah, I'm quietly blown away by one, the New Zealand 4G, and two, the Teradek Video Go for a streaming encoder, this thing is off the scales. Right? I don't think I need to buy another service. I mean, if I did buy another service like a Spark or a Skinny or whatever the other one is, essentially they'd both be running, and the Teradek would be picking whichever's the best. But if this is as good as one of them gets, you can't get any better than that. I don't know. I don't think I need it though. Let's continue walking though. Chit chat's off. Put this away, skis. Come here, you beautiful backpack, you. Now you're covered in purfines. Purfines? Fir pines. Pine firs. Far out, dude. That's before I've had any Cody as well. What did I say first? Purfines. Yeah, I love a good purfine. Look at the purfines everywhere. Sometimes I think you want to fail. Onward we roll. Look at this. That's what was behind there. That looks cool, huh? Very nice. Very nice. Scenery. Scenic. Very scenery. Much scenery. I got thermals on, and it is sweat time. You know where the sweat forms? Think about it. It's too hot down there, folks. It's too hot. Are we going to read this? No. It said things about things. I didn't want to stop again. Well, secretly I do. I didn't have any water on that stuff. That was Hey. Whew. Tiring. Not talking much here. Focused on walking. Up the hill. This hill. Here. Backpack. Camera. Weight. Heavy. Coaties. Water. Big thick jacket. Toque. 85 kilos of human body. Heavy. Hard walk. Can't talk. Bloody beautiful though, isn't it? If I could talk, we'll stop again soon and I'll get some water. What's this tradition? Stacking rocks like this. Here's one of those mushrooms. Oh, they're fake. Are they fake? They're fake. They're fake. That's fake. Fairies meeting place. It's like Smurfland. Dude, that's cool. The kids must have done all this. Fairyland. Interesting, isn't it? I don't remember this. Must be a thing that happened after 2000. Fairy meeting land. Let's stop for a bit and grab a drink. What's up ahead? Is that a log? Yeah, I'll go up a little ways. I see a log I can sit on. It's big, it's heavy, it's wood. It's log, it's log. It's better than bad, it's good. Actually, that's not a log, that's a rock. I'm Jerome. You're a damn cannibal. That's a big rock. Let's get out of here. We got ourselves a race to win tomorrow. If anyone knows the film, put it in the chat. If anyone knows the actor, put it in the chat. Sarah's Apache? She's really Apache? Yeah, among many other things. I know I've met all those, but I've never met an Apache. This is what I was looking at from down there. Queenstown Hill. This hill was once known as Te Tapu Nui, a hill which signifies intense sacredness. And this is a bench for one to park their ass on. And I will grab some water from here too. And I will check the chat. We'll crank the ISO up a little here as well. A little too dark down here, folks. Oh. What's that angle looking like for you yahoos? Appropriation, Angel? Where's my We're level. We are level on the fly like that, man. Sometimes I get it right. Excuse me a second. No shit, there's a can under this rock. Oh, dude. Cody. Do you know what? I am leaving this here and I'll pick that up on the way back and I'll add it to my 4 Cody cans and take it to the nearest trash can, nearest bin. That's lousy, whoever did that. They chucked it underneath. It's probably more than one too. They put it underneath here. No, only one. I mean, props for bringing a Cody with you for the trip, but man, don't be don't litter. Don't make me come in there. Don't make me come in there. You don't want to see me in there. Okay. my channel. In the chat. So no one chatting. Fair enough. 8 watching and no one chatting. I understand. Are we good signal-wise? Are we good? Stream's not coming up. Chat's up though. Maybe we're in a dark zone. This would be interesting. Let me just verify on the old... No, we're still good. Still good. I can hear a plane. Yes, yes. Got my water here too.
Boy!
If you can see me in the chat, just say everything's fine, because yo, I got a host there from John Arbuckle. Yo, Johnskis, thanks for hosting the Gives a Minute D-Live stream. If you're happy to see this and everything's working fine, say yada yada bing bong ding dang. Actually, you don't have to say that. You can say whatever you want. I'm gonna have a drink of water though. Oh, the Cody's are getting warm. That's a thing because there's all electrics down there. That's okay, we're in New Zealand in winter. I'll just take them out when we get to the spot. They'll cool down right away. Yeah, for some reason, well, not unsurprisingly, but my stream won't come up on the D-Live. I'll just refresh the D-Live machine skis. We are in a dark area though, and I do wonder about that. Sorry, my orange cat turned off my stream. That's no good. Everything done away from phone, everything's fine. That's an autocorrect. I know how done becomes, or fine becomes done. Thank you, Tom V. Appreciate you letting me know. Yeah, I got it up now. I got the stream up. Everything seems fine too, yeah. Interesting. I love this. I know it looks what it looks like on camera too. It's dark and misty and like, it's eerie. It's dead quiet too. Like the sound of the forest is just, it's peaceful, right? It's tranquil. Yeah, it's lovely. All right, let's keep moving on then. Abby says cheers. Cheers, Abby. Appreciate that. We'll be getting a few drinks into ourselves a little bit later at the top. Chat's off. Just a little reminder as we move on out of here, if you're watching this stream and you're not on dlive.tv/givesaminute and you're chatting to me, I'm not seeing it because I'm only looking at one chat and it's the D-Live chat. So please do yourself and myself and D-Live a favor and come on over to dlive.tv/givesaminute. That's me, that's where the stream lives, and we'll all have a good time. You could be watching it on YouTube. You could be watching it on Twitch. You could be watching it on Trovo. Fine, do all those things. By the way, that's that Cody can. You won't see it, but I'll pick that up on the way back through. Yeah, that's all fine, and you can watch it wherever you dang well please. The thing is, if you are chatting and you're wondering why I'm not responding, just simply, I'm not seeing it. I want to receive it and I want to see it. That's why you got to do it on D-Live. That URL one more time, folks, dlive.tv/givesaminute. And it just got brighter again. Here we go. That is a big ass tree. You seeing that? That's a huge freaking tree. Girth. The girth of that tree. Oh, we've got two trails here. Spooky. Which is which? Got to look out 15 minutes that way, which will be looking at the Remarkables. But this is the Queenstown Hill track. We said we'd do this, we're sticking to it. Hello.
Hi there.
That bit was steep. Dang, and we're out into brightness. Just like that, eh? I feel like I remember this bit. Look how dark it is where we just came out of. Just like dark forest. Yeah, I think I remember this edge bit. What have we got here? Little lookout. Look out! Not great. Not bad, but not great. Oh shit, that way's nice. So okay, so that's overexposed. So we're out in the open here. Sorry about that. And I see clouds on the peak. A little bit of cloud action. That sweat's gonna get really cold really soon. All right, well, that's why I brought my jacket and the toque and the coaties and the water. Ah, yeah. Let's go this way. Park up here for a bit. You know it. Put your yahoos down. Where? There. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Almost lost you. I nearly lost you there. Damn, dudes. Woo. Sweating it up here, and that sweat's gonna get real cold. We're in the cloud line here, folkses. We haven't got much further to go though. That's the peak there. We'll just chill for a bit here. See what you yahoos are all yip-yapping about. If everything's been good in the stream, put the words yip-yap, and I'll know it's been good. Yip-yap means good. We've got an hour till sunset. That's good. That is good. Refresh the D-Live machine as per the usual. Sweat dripping off like a mofo here. My profile, my channel. Yep, thank you Tom V. Thank you, man. Easiest way for me to know that everything's been fine is to see that in the chat. Okay, so we're quite overexposed there. I'll just fix that. Everything fine. Okay, Abby with the cheers. John, I bet if someone sees you drinking a Cody's, they will think you've done it on your way up. Guy, yeah, like drinking on the... I was thinking about cracking one before. I'm glad I didn't, because I want to enjoy all four of them and get the most kick from it. High altitude climbing already, Tom, yeah. Search one. Hey, Search, thanks for following the Gives a Minute D-Live stream. Now, this makes you the latest giver right here on the channel. Now, why would this make you a giver? Well, let me explain. You see, you're giving me your time to consume the content. Me, I'm a giver because I'm giving you my time to create the content. And so you see how we're both givers here, and this is a two-way valley. And you're the latest giver on the Gives a Minute D-Live stream. Thanks for the follow. Can't say that. You can say whatever you want. You can say whatever you need. I need to drink some more water, that's a certainty. Let me just lower this down a little bit so you get a bit more the hillside. Let me get a little water action here. I want to regale you a story. So in the year 2000, when I did this walk, quite literally from the street, I just hiked up the edge of the cliff. One of the strangest things happened. It's hard to explain, but I was walking. It's kind of like this area in front of me. I was walking upwards, bush bashing, right? Like no trail, just like finding my own way up. I was a bit more adventurous in the year 2000. It was Good Friday. I had a 6-pack of Spates with me. I walked up through like an area like this, and I pushed a bunch of branches aside, and a tree frog jumped out and landed on my arm. I just went, wow, a New Zealand tree frog? Like, there was no water anywhere. We're on the edge of a hillside, like what we've just been walking through, and a tree frog. I took videos of it. I was blown away. Then, and we'll probably see this now actually, or soon when we get to the top, up here at the top of this Queenstown Hill, there's a lake, and there was heaps of frogs in the lake. And they were docile frogs. Like, it wasn't the same tree frog, but they were bigger, like, kind of like, almost like a bullfrog. They were bright green, speckled green and brown, and they were super slow. Like, you could just walk up to them and go, oh, here's a frog. Oh, here's another one. Whereas like in Queensland and, you know, the Daintree, the frogs will be bouncing off everywhere to get away from you. These ones were just like so thick and slow. And I was thinking, is it something to do with like cold water? Like water that's probably going to freeze in the winter? They just have a different, like, their heart rate's different or something? I don't know. I'd never seen it before. You're good, I come over from YouTube. Oh, did you really, Search? Cool, man. I'm pleased to hear that you come over from YouTube. That's rad, dude. I really appreciate that. So I can see you now chatting. That's cool, man. That's great. Thank you for doing that, dude. Blueski's in the house. G'day, Blueskis. All right, well, having said that, if you're watching this stream and you're not on D-Live, I'm not seeing the chat. I'm not seeing it at all now because I just turned it off, but if you want to come over to dlive.tv/givesaminutes, like Search One did, you'll be able to hang out in the chat and we'll have a conversation. I feel like we're pretty dang close to the top of this walk. So what time is it now? Sunset's at 5:27, I think. It's 4:33, so we got about an hour of light left. So we want to be kind of getting near to the end so we can crack the Cody's and enjoy ourselves. But yeah, I feel like we are getting quite close to the top here. Let me just change the angel on this. And we are good to go. Yeah, we got, I think we don't have to go to that peak. We kind of go in the front of it. Definitely got cloud action right here though. Like 100 meters away there's a cloud. And we'll be in it. So it'll all go white. There's that lake. Yep. No water in it though. No. I remember this bit.
I feel exactly how I feel at home, really.
Dude. Wow.
Yeah, so quickly. Yeah, well she should. She didn't get me. She said if I wanted some at Christmas, that's why I was asking. Yeah, you ask her.
Check this out. What a view.
Oh, you spawned.
How about that? This is the archway of love, the spiral of circles. I'm not exactly sure what, we'll read this thing. Does it mention frogs? You've just walked up the Queenstown Hill Walkway and are now looking across the resort's iconic mountain landscapes. Walter Peak. Remarkable's behind, but we're going to go further up to get a good view of that. She's got a good spot. I might take that later. This is a great view behind. We'll just change the exposure, even though it's going to blow you out. But you've got Ben Lomond. Oh, here, sorry, my bad. That was covered in cloud before. It's not anymore. Over the back of Ben Lomond is Moke Lake. I want to take you there sometime, but there won't be any 4G. We're going to go up to that point there, I think. Yeah, that's as far as we'll go, I guess. That's the peak anyway. So let's get up there. Let's get up there. And then we'll crack a Cody, and then we'll probably come back and take that bench once that girl's gone. I don't think she'll stay there too long. She definitely didn't bring 4 Codys with her. Maybe she was the one that lobbed it under the rock down there. I highly doubt it. But yeah, we've only got a little ways more to go from memory. We could even go across to look at the Remarkables. Yeah, there were all frogs in this lake. Let's go up here. And then we'll either come back and go that way to the Remarkables, get the view of the remarks. You know what? We probably should do both, eh? It's probably, okay. The easier to go to the hard one first and then come back. We'll keep walking up, and then we'll do it in segments, all right? We'll come back and hit that section over there. That's the Remarkable range behind. Absolutely stunning. You're seeing that, right? Yeah, you got the Remarkables there. Spectaculars and Remarkables. We'll come back to that. Got a few more hills to climb and then we're there. They're there. Hey buddy. Look at that. You seeing that? Remarkable. Lake Wakatipu. Oh, hell yeah. Isn't that nice? It's nice, isn't it? I don't need confirmation. I know it's nice, but I want to share it with you. And I feel like just on that little rise in front, that's where Shelley spat the dummy. If you've seen the film I made, A Year in Paradise, that's where that scene happened. Pretty certain of that, actually. The summit says 15 minutes away still? Nah, we'll just go to the top of this hill. I can't remember what's past this bit actually. Wow, look at that behind me. Impressive. So, this is ours. Or should we trudge on? Shit. Hello.
This is the summit?
I'm hoping this is it.
Yeah, we hoped as well. Like, yeah, it's just gonna make it the summit. It's not.
This is definitely, oh, I see, yeah. I think this is it. How about that, folks? First person to live stream the walk from Queenstown, up Queenstown Hill to the summit. Let me get my breath back. The remarkable range. Lake Wakatipu. Let us park up and regain ourselves, regather ourselves. Guess I'm gonna just sit here. Gotta do a few things here. I gotta cool, dab myself down because I'm sweating and I don't want to get that sweat like icy. So I'll do that first. And then I'll address the chat. And we'll crack a Cody. Oh, that plane just disappeared into the clouds. It was cool. Like Lost. Sheep on a hill. Get that in there. What have I got here? Happy Canadian toque. Ah, shit, yeah. Might let my hair just dry a little before I put that on, otherwise it will stay wet, won't it? That's too high on an Angel. Let's lower it. Are you happy with that, Angel? I am. Expose your eyes. It's better. Chit chat. Drink. First up. Cody's are a bit warm, so I'll put them out to get cold. Because all the tech gear is warm, I'll pick the coldest Cody. These can sit up here. Okay, just give me a second to get a... I've only drank that much water on this whole trip. Let me get a good swig here. Walter Peak. Well, I guess we'll take a drink at each spot. Entschuldigung bitte. I forgot this has got a hoodie on it too. That's better. So, my dear fine feathered chat friends, where are we? Who have we got in the house? You guys enjoyed this stream? Has it been seamless? Put the chat in the chit chat, put the... My phone's flat. Awesome phone. Well, while that happens, crack a Cody. The only way to celebrate a journey such as the one I've just undertaken is to crack open a New Zealand whiskey. And what better whiskey to crack than a Cody's? 33 bucks for a 10 pack. I don't care where they're from. Now, if Cody's was an Australian drink, I bet the slogan would go something like, Brody, go on Brody, smack down a Cody. I guess I'll always remember Good Friday 2022 for that time I scaled Queenstown Hill. I'm saying, if you're wondering what the hell is this dickhead doing, I'm giving you the exact same blurb I gave in 2000, when I sat and I cracked open a 4-pack, was it a 6-pack of Spates on Good Friday 2000. This is different. But the view is still absolutely spectacular. Spectacular? Now it says Wi-Fi is off? Why is my Wi-Fi turned? Dude, my phone is just going nuts. My phone's not gonna let me do anything. It's got 70% juice in it and it's just going nuts. What's going on? What's a stream without a chat? That's a video. I feel like I should be over there a bit. Can you guys see the remarks? We'll zoom in a little. Is that better? You can get, at least you can see a little over there, yeah? Yeah, my phone's having a hissy fit right now. It's got 69% battery. I'm gonna get a bit more charge in there. Okay, it's charging now. I might just let it sit there for a bit while it charges. Yeah, I'm gonna just go for a quick walk over there and see if there's a better spot to perch up so you guys get a better angle of the remarks while that's charging. I'll take this with. I'm just charging a battery on my phone to look at the chat, but I'm on YouTube, a whole bunch of other sites. Oh, nice. And I noticed, because I'm living downtown for the winter, and I did a search and no one had done a live stream coming up Queenstown Hill. Oh, okay. I was like, I'm going to be the first person to do it. It's good because there is 5G. I got no problem with the signal. It's beautiful. You have a channel or something? Yeah, it's called Gives a Minute. Gives a Minute. I've actually got stickers. I'll go and grab you some.
Yeah, that'd be good. Thank you. That'd be nice.
No, this is definitely the better spot to sit. There's no rocks over there anyway, and it's just like open. Oh, that phone is still doing that thing. Okay, I've just met some people. I'm going to give them some stickers. I put my stickers in my pack. They want to watch the stream, so I came prepared with some stickers. Just ignore the URL's no longer valid. I let that expire, but the channel is used. You'll see that when I go on YouTube. Actually, that's the old one. I don't know what that goes to anymore, but it's the channel. Nice. Yeah, enjoy.
Yeah, you too.
You'll be able to watch the replay.
Oh,
yeah, we'll watch it. I share it with my friends.
Yeah, cool. You can get in on it if you want. If you want to say something, you're welcome.
Okay.
Some people shy away from it though. Like,
yeah, you can go for it.
you want to do it? Yeah, okay, come on over. What's your name, man?
Taran?
Say again. Karen.
Oh, with a T.
Oh, Taran.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Taran, how you doing?
Hey everyone, I'm doing well. It's a bit cold.
It is a bit
Got
cold
a
up
bit
here.
of moisture on my stash.
I got a bit too, yeah. How did you find that walk up?
The last part was tough.
Yeah.
But the first part's pretty okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
It gets more rocky as you come up.
Yeah, yeah.
So, wear good boots.
Yep.
Bring water.
Yep.
It's windy, so bring something like this.
Yeah, good call. Good call.
Yeah. But
Nice.
it's amazing views.
It is. It's so pretty up here. Very fortunate to be up here, and yeah, it's cold. I got to put my gloves back on.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you too, man.
Cool, cool, cool.
Carry on.
I'll put you guys back down here. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh yeah, that's the tripod is metal and it is cold when you're holding it. So we've got half an hour till sunset, so we'll chill here. We'll also move around and get better angles and stuff, but we'll chill here. Oh, I've got to get the chat up. I can't do a stream without the chat. So let me just stay charging. DLive app. And for those wondering, we will end the stream up here. We're not going to stream the walk back down. That would make no sense. So I'll be doing that walk myself. Camera packed in pack and away. Okay, we're good. Melbourne Doug, no need to put ice in your water. Yeah, it's just my ice, well, my Codies are sitting on that rock. They're just chilling right on the rock themselves. You wouldn't read about it. Peter come over and said, here's the camera angle, and said, should we take it? But I thought better of it. Peter come over? Bug Nana, hey kiddos, how you doing, Bug Nana? Good to see you. Sirichi1, aloha. I'm in Hawaii. You're in Hawaii. Wow, man. That's cool. I'm a little jealous. Shoots. What a walk. Dude, this is like such a tourist in super. My phone's getting falato. I can feel a codex coming on. I can feel a codec coming on. Peter, who's Peter? Peter come over and said that this, oh! Doug, I know what you're doing. Peter from last night, sorry man, I missed it. Yeah, Peter. Peter. That can only happen when it's dark, dude. It can't happen when it's light. We can probably angle too, I think. We need more skylight instead of rock angel. We go a little higher up like this, I guess. Yeah, here a little, so the remaining light on the marks. Yeah. Peter. No way, Peter, there's a camera. I looked back and that was pretty funny. Pretty funny. Everything cool with the seamless, right? No glittering, no jitter, no sketchiness. It all looks good at my end, but I'm terrified at your ends. Probably even angle it that way, right? You don't need to see as much of... Yeah, the rock face this way is a bit flat and lousy, whereas the rock face this way is more of the lake. I think that's probably a bit better. A bit more angel. Is that because you get more of that like remaining light up on the. By the way, we should do. You know what we should do this again, but not bother streaming the walk up, but and start a stream, and we'll do it in like sky winter day, snow all over the hill. So like take note of it now, and when you see that and it's a blue sky, clouds, and that's covered in snow, dudes, mind blowing. We'll do that for sure. I won't bother streaming it again. Like I won't bother the walk up. There's no point. We've done that now. First person. Thank you very much. Is that mountain range? So, and that's cloud at the moment. Yeah, that's cloud. But that will definitely be snow. If it's a good season, I mean, I've seen it. I've seen to town level, which is above sea level. Actually, someone Google that. And I reckon it's about 320 meters above sea level. So snow down to 300. Any snow lower than 300 meters means the town's blanketed in snow. And in the year 2000, that happened two in that season. I want to ask Malcolm if it's happened recently. Not recent season or the season before. No wheel love? Ducks on this stream as well, dude. I don't know what I got to do. I've had ducks on both streams and I've got no love. We are actually above the clouds. Check this out. Looking back down at Queenstown, we're above the cloud line. Look at this. Can you see that? Let me just give you a better exposure here. That's Queenstown. Of that cloud there, we're above it. That's funny. This still getting a bit of sunlight on its head. Walter Peak. We looked at that from the lake when we did the first stream the other day. This way would be Gorge Road. This little hill in the front here, can you see that clearly? Little hillside, or this little rise in front, not the main one, but this thing, that's where I came up when I walked up here. We've got a 360 epic mountains over the back. So that's Ben Lomond. That's where the parapenters go off from here, behind the world. I will go there, but I will not be able to stream from there. There will be no 4G signal at Moke Lake. But here we've got signal up the wazoo to experience Lake Wakatipu and the last remaining lights on the Remarkables range just outside of Queenstown. In front of the Remarkables is Kelvin Heights, and that is the scene or the setting of the Two Towers, which is the second in the trilogy of the Lord of the Rings, of which I am in as an extra. That's right, I featured. My hideous head got in Lord of the Rings. The Two Towers. A little piece of trivia there for you. Good times. That was in the year 2000 as well. Is that good? We're good. That's pretty wild, man. So rich. Dude, you though, hey. You got in Hawaii. Great views, great live stream. Thank you, Tom, dude. And I appreciate your comments earlier, and I'll go on running. Appreciate that. and have a of the day. Boys outside. Cool. Light up here. Sunset's 5:27. I've got enough light to get back down though. Are you guys in town just for a couple?
Third or fourth day, we're going tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You guys Aussies? Yeah. What part of Sydney?
Well?
Yeah, I'm from the Shire.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So around Wollongong area? We're from...
Got Morrison's.
Yeah. Effectively, yeah. But I live down the south coast these days. But well, I live in
Nice.
Queenstown now. But before that, yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Nice. It's right now.
Is it today?
No, like
No.
21st?
pre-poll started. 21st.
Oh, is
that-
She? Yeah. That's what I was just thinking.
Wow. Wonder how difficult climbing is
Yeah.
for not for
Yeah.
easier.
They were saying on the bottom with the parking, we actually go through.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I'm probably a part of that.
Imagine owning a part of this as
Yeah.
your own. Real estate. Location.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty. And we're above the cloud level now.
Yeah.
That's unique.
Yeah. The clouds are pretty. Actually, I don't know. I don't know how low they actually are.
Yeah.
They're quite high now.
Yeah. That's interesting that you guys come over for a few days at this time, because I found it difficult to get a flight here. Sydney, Brisbane, Wellington,
Really?
Queenstown.
No. We went to Christchurch.
We
did
landed in Christchurch.
Yeah.
So we got lucky.
So
Was it
because we
Jetstar?
Quite-
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Direct flight to Christchurch, 3 hours 30, and then we just driving around South Island.
Yeah. That makes
Yeah.
sense. I got that wrong because there were direct flights, but expensive.
Yeah.
Sydney, Queenstown was like 2.5.
How much was Christ? Did you look up?
No, I didn't
Oh, okay.
actually.
Yeah. Because Christ around 6 something.
We got it for 700. It's the best price.
Is that return?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Return.
See, that's pretty happy with that.
But we spent $1,000 on the car.
Yeah.
but I think at least it's a bit of liberty to do what we want,
Yeah.
rather than public, which gets a bit hard. I think and I think it's a bit hard.
Definitely.
Then it's kind of like traveling to Australia.
If you've got you said you got a couple more days, yeah?
Oh, so we're leaving tomorrow. We had a couple. We
yeah.
spent about 3 days, 3.5. Yeah,
Okay.
in Queenstown. Yeah.
Did you take a drive to Moke Lake? Did you get out that way?
No,
No,
we
didn't hear about that.
We came from Taunu, so
Yeah.
we came through. So yeah, we pretty much came through the Remarkables range, like
Yep.
this one, and then low.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think we hit a pretty good time.
Oh wow, I seem to have lost signal here. What have I done? What's going on?
It's really pretty.
Wow, that's weird. Lagging a bit, didn't hear you totally. That's weird. I just looked down and saw that the signal had dropped. Just after I was saying how rad it was, it dropped. Made a liar out of me. That's weird. I didn't. You know what? I don't know what that is because the signal is still full strength here and it's still full strength on the video you go. Yeah, I don't know. How long was that off for? Because I was too busy yapping, but how long did that go down for? Surichi, Switch one. How long was that down for? I apologise. It was like 3 minutes, was it really? Wow, that's... I didn't do anything. I haven't... You know what? So if the second signal, then that wouldn't have... Interesting. Might be worth getting. 3 minutes, Doug? Okay, thank you. Probably less. That would definitely, if I did this, then that would never happen. One drops, the other one kicks in. Both, and it just takes the best of two, so. Really? Maybe we're too high for the 4G. Wow. Interesting. Yeah, okay. We've got an epic cloud kicking in here. We're going to move. There's a big cloud, just like you can't even see the wakatipoo. It's all just white cloud now. So we're going to go down there a little. We'll go back down a little. I mean, it's possible that we're above the 4G signal. Had that problem before. I've always been, there's no signal. I've never been, the signal's down there in town and we're too high to get it. That's funny. All right, let's mosey down then. All right, I'm going to we get to the location, which will be just a little ways down. Nice chatting with you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might see you back in.
Yeah, I hope you get a chance. Yeah.
Might see you on South Coast somewhere.
Yeah. Live. Just put a message in the chat. So I live stream on YouTube, but I also stream on another platform. You'll work it out anyway, but you'll see me there anyway. Yeah. Okay, let's empty Cody. He's going to go in this pocket. All right. Streaming in winter. Gloves on a tripod. Oh, that's gonna have to, just give me a second to readjust this, folks. All right, I'm gonna cruise down this way. We're basically going lower. We're going back down here. Look at this white cloud coming in. White cloud kicking in. I find this extremely interesting that we've got to a point where the 4G cuts in and out because we're too high for it. That's a problem I've not encountered before. So technically the lower we go towards town, which is just here, the better the signal will get, or the more stable the signal will be. Look at the white cloud though. That's rad. You know what we should do? We should go onto that rock over there. I kind of want to look at the town though. I want to go everywhere. Go this way. No, it is not. Gotta be careful down here. It's a little slick. Little staircase action though. It's out of the wind too, which is nice. Yeah, we're gonna go over to the rocks over here. See those two rocks? Bingo, bango. Because I figured we can come look at the town when the lights are on in the town. It's going to be dark soon, I guess, but... Sunday night, folks. Sunday Arvo. Queenstown Hill style. I've got to walk back up, that means? I don't want to walk uphill again. That wasn't part of the deal. That wasn't part of the deal. How dark is it? Too dark. Let me just change exposure here. Okay. I gotta walk up that little hill there. I thought we were on the downhill. Oh, that's good. It's not much of a hill. Look at that rock. It's just all white. Big cloud. Nothing to see here, folks. Oh, look. Cloud rolling in. White out. We're going to be surrounded by white very, very soon. Where are we going to sit? It's kind of, I was hoping to look at the Remarkables, but you know, it might pop up again. You can see how the cloud's moving in on us. It's going to happen very, very soon. We're going to be in whiteout. That's where we were before, at the peak. Look at the pink in that cloud up there. The cloud rolls in. Now, do we have a safety concern here? If we're in a full whiteout, okay, I can still see the trail, as long as I stay on the trail. So to get back out of here, before this becomes, where are we? Before this becomes just one big white scene, which is happening right now, I know the trail here, and it winds back around the edge there and joins the main trail and goes back down. But yeah, this is reminds me of nightclubs back in 2000. Let's sit down and have a Cody. There's no view here, folks. I can't show you anything because it's just all white. Let's just park up here. If it does go clear, this is, but as it's right now, so, hello Chisel Chat, sitting out here in a massive smoke machine. Got charge there. Okay, refresh the D-Live machine. Enjoy the rest of the stream, Gibbs. I must depart. No worries, man. It's good now. Yeah, so I reckon what happened before, thank you, Sarichi one, we were above the 4G. I'm happy to have had that experience. I'm happy that we were too high to get 4G. We were too high to get a 4G signal. And no, I don't mean cannabis, if you're a cannabis streamer. I mean, we were above the signal. That's a very, very, very interesting dilemma to have. Too high to receive the 4G. Look at this. We're now sitting in a smoke machine. So if you're wondering, or if you're concerned that there might be a safety issue up here, I'm within phone reception of town. That's the first thing, right? If there was anything to go wrong, I'm actually within yelling distance of town, I guess. I mean, if someone was yelling from the top of this hill, you'd probably hear it on Gorge Road, especially in like conditions like this where it's dead still. The things to remember is, I know the trail, I've done it twice. I know where the trail is. As long as I don't go off the trail, then we're good. So if you're thinking this guy's a bit of a nut, he's drinking Cody's, he's on top of Queenstown Hill in a complete whiteout, well, also this could just blow straight through, right? It hasn't been here before. It could just continue on its way and be gone. If it doesn't, I've already sighted the trail, we're good. And the lower we go, the less cloud there will be. So I'm just trying to alleviate any concerns that you may have. If you're concerned about me. If you're not concerned or you don't give a shit, then that's fine too. And by the way, I'm also live streaming, so if anything happens, it's live streamed. So you can find out, right? It's kind of like when I'm surfing and I'm like, well, if I get attacked by a shark, there's 3 cameras, there's 2 GoPros and there's 1 beach camera that's going to document it. So at least you can find out what happened. There'll be no like We're not really sure what happened to that guy. Yeah, you are. It was live streamed to YouTube and DLive. So there is no concern. You probably get a natural high from those clouds. It's pretty cool. It's so quiet too. Like, I don't know if you can hear. I mean, what are you actually hearing? Nothing. That's because there's an absence of sound. My name is just like saying search, so it's just easy to say now. Search now. Search one. Search one. Search. What was that noise? I was saying, search, I love you. Cheers. I'll make sure you don't die. The other thing to note too is like, we're not going anywhere we haven't been. I feel like people that get lost in the mountains or people that make mistakes are doing something they haven't done before. So they're extending themselves. Whereas the track that we're walking, we just walked on up here. So we already know what it is. So that's why I feel like if we hadn't have got to the summit and this came in, I wouldn't have kept going, because you never know, like, you could walk over something and that could be a drop, but we know what's ahead of us from the fact that we just did it. So how's the exposure? We could start ramping ISO here, folks. 800. More whiteness. So it's at this point now, I'll say again, if you're watching this stream and you're not on DLive, maybe you're watching on YouTube or Twitch or Trovo or Facebook or anywhere else, come on over to YouTube. This is YouTube. Come on over to dlive.tv/givesaminute. dlive.tv/givesaminute. That's where this stream lives. Because if you're chatting to me on YouTube, and maybe you got some great comments, maybe you're saying, oh, this and that about this, whatever, why you're up there, all this kind of stuff, I'm not seeing it. I'm only seeing the chat on dlive.tv/givesaminute. So come on over to dlive.tv/givesaminute if you want to chat. That was weird. I just heard a thump behind me. I heard a thump. That was particularly strange, whatever that was. It's like a thudding, like something falling down. And I've also got a light to get me back. So, how's the Serenity? Pertsky, how you doing, man? Serenity, it's absolutely so serene up here, dude. It's dead quiet. Dead quiet. Except for whatever that thud noise was. It's so serene. Are we M-tagged? Dude, I just had a Cody. Are we M-tagged? Are we M-tagged? I hope we're M-tagged. Yeah, we're M-tagged. I didn't change it from last night. We should still be M-tagged, right? We're M-tagged. I haven't done a stream since then, and we were M-tagged yesterday. Pertsky comes in the chat. I'm like, oh shit, M-tag away. Queenstown Hill, 2022. 20 years. 22 years. 22 years and 23. I was here in Easter 2000. It's now May 2022. That's 22 years ago. Isn't it? G'day, June girl. How you doing? I don't see it. You can't see anything up here. Unfortunately, the Remarkables is right behind me, but we're not going to see that. We're not going to see, unless there is a break in the clouds, and unless that break comes this way, you won't see anything. So with that in mind, I will do another stream from up here. I won't hike up on stream. I'll do the hike and I'll start the stream up here. And what I'll do is, I'll do it during like the middle of winter when there's snow everywhere, but I'll make sure it's a blue sky day. Because what you're not seeing behind me is like, okay, Google image search the Remarkables NZ, and you see, just do that right now. If you haven't done that already, just go to the Google machine, go to Google Images and search the Remarkables New Zealand or NZ, and that is quite literally right behind me. But there's a massive white cloud in the way, like the whole thing. This is all cloud. We're not seeing anything, but that's right there. And so I want to come back up here on a blue sky day when there's snow all the way down, and I'll be like, dudes, I told you we'd do this, right? It'll just be like I broke ground today. I'm the first person to have ever live streamed hiking up Queenstown Hill. No one's done it before. Certainly not on YouTube. Maybe there's a Twitch streamer that did it, I don't know, but definitely not searchable on YouTube. But unfortunately, you're not seeing anything. Well, we saw a bit before, but you're not seeing jack now. So I want to do it again, and I want to show it to you. Or I don't want to do the hike up again. All you do is hear me puffing and panting and stopping every 3 seconds to catch my breath. We'll just get up here and we'll start the stream. Looks amazing. There's a lag? The lag. Reminds me of when I worked at the Lakes District in the UK. Dude, I know the Lakes District, and yeah, okay, it's getting a little clearer. You can see it. There's a bit of clarity there behind. I know the Lakes District. I'll say this. This absolutely shits on that area, like bigly. But I know what you mean. They're both kind of on that level, but this is way more scenic. Like, this is like a 15 out of 10, and the Lakes District is like a 6 out of 10. Not saying it's lousy, but this is way, way, way more impressive. But yeah, I can certainly see why you'd say that. So that did clear up. That's come clear. It's amazing how fast clouds move when you're in them. I don't know if the camera picks it up that well, but this cloud is moving at a good solid, that's like a running pace. Like, that's as fast as you could run. I bet it does. What are you drinking? Pertsky. So I'm drinking what Grimsky always drinks. These are called Cody's. Now Grim recommended them. I'm also sitting on a rather sharp rock there. Get out of there. Look at this guy. He's poking me in the ass. Grimsky recommended these as his beverage of choice, or as we've discovered since I bought them, we call it Old Faithful. Not very good, but it's cheap, and therefore it's Old Faithful. I don't rate these very much. I'm stoked I'm drinking them because now I know what they're about, and I've watched Grimsky down them before, and I'm here necking them myself, and I'm stoked about that, but I wouldn't buy them again. Well, I would buy them again, but it would have to be, well, this is all you got. This is the options. That's it. Kind of like last resort sort of thing. Yeah. What is it though? Oh, it's bourbon. It's Kentucky bourbon and cola. So it's like an RTD, bourbon and cola. Talking about the 4G, I'm seeing a rather straight tower in the distance. It's either a directly straight tree or that's a 4G tower. It doesn't look like a 4G tower though. It's like, you guys can't see, I don't think you can see it. Well, no, you probably won't be able to spot it. No, it can't be a 4G tower. I wonder how cloud affects 4G. Like, does a blanket of cloud stop 4G? What percentage? 7%. 7%, 250 mil. So a little can, a little package. All right, let's move on down a little lower to the next location. So what I'll do is I'll squash this guy. Now we got two. I don't know if I'm going to put that back in my pocket though. I don't like the fact that it dripped into my oh, but I'm going to wash all this crap anyway. I'd rather it drip into my pocket than drip into my gear, so I'll pick them up in a second. We've got two more Codys. I'll put them back in here. We'll go a little lower. Got a bottle of water here as well. How's the battery situation? Because now we're in a cold climate, batteries don't last as long. 2 bars on the GH5 and 38% on the main pack. Once the main pack's out, we've still got like the full power pack for the Video Go as well. But we're not going to stream the walk back down. All right, so I'm going to end the chat here. Chat's off until we get to the next location further down. Oh yeah. Telephonic device in pocket. Oh, the moon's coming up too. Wow, that looks rad. See if I can't tip out whatever remains. Gotcha. So now that we're no longer in a whiteout situation, we can make a different trail back down to the next spot. So we came up that way, and I'm going to walk along this trail here. It's no longer a full-blown whiteout. Let me just give you a better exposure here and a better angle. How are we on the ISO? 1600. Shutter speed of 100, so we're now ramping ISO until it's over. There, look, the moon's coming up there. I don't know if you can see that behind me. Little moonskis. Big moonskis. So we're cruising down here. Through the clouds. No longer a whiteout, it just stopped. That's funny, hey? That's really funny. Well, that's interesting, not funny. I'm not laughing about it, but I'm noting it. It's notable notables. So yeah, I wouldn't have done this bit if it was a whiteout because I hadn't walked this trail yet. This is a sheep's trail. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't have done this if it was whiteout because this is too sketchy, right? Like now, because I can see it, and because I hadn't walked on this, I wouldn't have done it. I would have gone back across. There's the moon, by the way. Wow, look at that with a tree too. Look at that. That's cool. I guess we're gonna. Oh, dude, that's way too dark, right? Let's just go to 3200. Okay, that's 3200. That's the light guards, and then we'll add our own light source as well when we get a little lower. so nice up here. I wonder if you could camp up here in the summer, like when it's warm. Like you could just bring a swag up here. Imagine just dumping a swag there at night and being like, hell man, I'm just gonna stay here. That'd be so sick. So pretty much just from down here, we join the actual trail that we were on before. So basically what I'm getting at is, yes, I'm going to be walking down here in the dark, but we are going to end the stream before then. And I do have a light source that I can use to get myself back down. So what I'm saying is, if you're thinking, dude, this guy's a nut, he's up that hill and it's going to be dark soon. Yep, that's true, but I'm ready for it. I'm prepared. And I will be ending the stream before then. So this is the trail that we've actually walked on already. So I'm now back on familiar ground. Summit up there, we walk that way. We're going back down here to the that spiral dish thing. And we'll probably sit on that park bench. And hope we might see, oh, I want to see, I guess I want to see a little Queenstown light action. I might not be able to though. Might not be any lights because it's white out from down below. And I will pick up that Cody can that I found on the way up. Just for those wondering, we did find some Yahoo had a Cody and stashed it under a rock, and I found it, and I will take it, and I will do the right thing and put it in the bin. So here we go, back down this next steep section, or first steep section. It's probably getting too dark, right, for you guys? Yeah, I think that's too dark for you guys. So we'll crank a light up when we get down to this spot. We've only got like 100 meters to go. What? Not 100, maybe 200 meters. And we'll put a light on, and that's how we'll deal with the end of the stream. I'll sit there and drink a couple more Codys. We might get a little, yeah, look at Queenstown light action here. Little twinkling lights in the distance. I kind of want to have that as the backdrop while I put my light on. Yeah, we'll have to work that out. And as I walk down here in Etnies skate shoes, I am thinking when I get home, I should order those hiking boots online. They'll probably take a week to come from Switzerland, but I'm pretty keen to get them if I'm going to be doing this kind of thing on stream. Wearing skate shoes, hiking up Queenstown Hill. I mean, this is a pretty tame hike, but still, you want good shoes, you want good footwear, and I need them for work anyway, so I'm going to just go ahead and order them. 360 bucks though, probably 380 including shipping. If anybody's interested what shoes I'm buying, they're called On Running. It's a Swiss company, On Running. The shoe is, it's called Cloud Breaker, Cloud Lifter, Cloud Lover, Cloud Walker, Cloud Tanker, Cloud something. It's a fully waterproof hiking running shoe. High-heeled, not high-heeled, high-ankled. Yeah, I'm gonna wear stilettos. It's high-ankled, fully waterproof, 100%. People were saying that they're walking through creeks with them on. I don't want to do that shit, but definitely when I'm, oh my goodness, dudes. The moon in your life. Check this out. Shit, I don't know, oh, my lens isn't good enough, but this, hold on a second. Are you gonna see that at all? No, that's the moon. That's the moon. The moon, right? The one we never went to. Ooh, controversial. The flat moon. Is the moon flat as well, or just the earth? What do those flat earthers believe? Do they believe that only planet Earth is flat, or the moon's flat as well? Either way, it's big and bright. Bulky. Yeah, so these shoes are 100% waterproof, and they're a running, hiking shoe. Not that I'm going to be running in them, but yeah, I'm looking forward to having a good, sturdy solid shoe that I can wear and be comfortable while I work, and then also use it for hiking on the weekends or on my days off. And I'm gonna go and buy my snow gear. My initial plan was to not do that, but I found an op shop, Salvation Army, where in reality I could spend a total of $200 and I could get a board, boots, bindings, pants and a jacket, and probably even goggles for $200. Like boards are $65, shoes are $45. That's, jackets and pants aren't gonna be $100. Dude, that's so sick. I was gonna borrow gear. I was gonna buy it and then give it back to them at the end of the season, or sell it at the end of the season. Moon, big moon. Actually, it's really warm at this point too. Just got warmer down here. Okay, so just up there is that dish that we looked at. We won't bother going up there because that's only a good view of the Lake Wakatipu, but that's going to be in darkness. So we'll go over here and hopefully we'll get a little vista of Queenstown, because this is the exit point anyway. So further, okay, not what I hoped for. So we walked up here and I thought maybe you could see a bit of Queenstown. Let's go over here and see if you can see some twinkling lights. I mean, there's a massive light behind me, the moon. I could use that as my backlight. There's a bit of white out here too, a bit of cloud activity. So we've already been here before. So once again, it's familiar terrain. Yeah, this isn't going to be the greatest backdrop at all. That's a shame. Can you even see that? You know what? It's good enough for one drink, isn't it? Should we sit in the dish? Should we sit in the dish? What's the light like back there? Guess we could sit in the dish. Got a bit of light action. Oh, hang on, let me get in there first. Can you sit in this though? I mean, this is made for kids to sit in, right? I'm not breaking any rules by sitting in this, am I? I don't know if I should go in there. No, I'm not going to sit in that. I was going to. What do you see back there? You see the moon, right? Do you get that at all? No, they would have had a sign up saying you can't sit in it, right? So no, you can sit in this. Yeah, people have sat in this. Yeah, we're good to sit in this. I'm sitting in this. Had to just make a clarification in my head about it. So what I'll do is put you yahoos, because what I figure is that's to the west, sun is setting. So if I put you yahoos down here, get this big pick off my bick, we'll get a light going on. I'll get my light out before we do anything else, okay? So let me just put the light or the angle correct, and I'll get a light going on here. Got water. Let me just get some action going on. Got to get this out of here. Get my light going. Take a slash too. What a surprise. Wouldn't be a stream without 100 slashes from the Gives a Minute. He needs to pee whenever he has a drink. So I'll screw this sucker in here. I'm just going to go like this. Excuse the wobbles here, folks, till we get this screwed in. Oh, shit. Gotta love a good wobble action. Light screws on. And now I adjust the angel. Bit of wobble action there, I apologise. It'll all resolve itself in a good fashion once we turn that light on. So now you get a little bit of extra bang for your buck. Oh, we can probably lower the ISO, right? No, we'll keep it up there. Okay, and now the chisel chat. Phase 2 or section 2. What about if we angel that around a little so you get more of the... That's the sunlight fading off in the distance. That's west, folks. Go west. Chisel chat. Cody / Got it all worked out, folks. Got it all worked out. Plug this in. Keep the power. In Germany, you would have just lost 25 cents. I'm not too sure why I lost 25 cents in Germany just then. Give it back! Give it back! You Germans. What did you do? Why you take my money? What did I do? How did I lose 25 cents? How did I do that? We can see your mooninas. Pablano Escobar. How you doing, man? Good to see you, buddy. Your moonas now screwing us. Jeez, man, what's next? Each can is worth 25 cents. Yeah, but I didn't throw them away. I've got them in my pocket. I'm going to put them in the bin. That's 2, plus the one that I found on the way up. That's 3. That's 4. Look at us, folks. You know where we're sitting? We are sitting in the... So go and search Queenstown Hill Trail Time Walk. Go and search Queenstown Hill Time Walk. And then you'll find there's a dish, like a circular dish made of concentric circles. I guess it's like supposed to represent the ever-expanding reaches of time. It's like a you know when they cut open a tree or they cut across a tree and they look in and see the spirals and they're like, that's the Ice Age and that's the Dinosaur Age and that's the Omnis Age. That's what we've got here. We've got this concentric circle thing. Now I felt a little guilty sitting in it, but I think just given how much wear and tear it's got, I'm assuming people sit in it all the time. There's a chain of padlock and crap down there. People put padlocks on it. Pablono padlocks. So yeah, I don't feel like I'm doing anything wrong sitting in it, but I was a little apprehensive to sit in it first. But I feel like it's okay. And what we're doing, we are looking to the west where the sun has already set. And we're drinking a New Zealand's finest, Cody's. This is recommended from a Kiwi. But you know what? There could also be bad recommendations. Not all recommendations are good. I don't want to be the one to say it. This isn't great, but it's not that bad. Like when I first cracked my one earlier, I didn't be like, I wasn't, oh dude, I can't drink this. I was like, oh, okay, this isn't great, but it's not that bad either. The bottle was $53 New Zealand, right? That's only 33 bucks US. Oh, Pablo, you're talking about the bottle of whiskey we got last night at the end of the stream. Yeah, I think, yeah, 53 New Zealand. And that's, I didn't bring that with me, but that's definitely a bottle that we will use for any time that we tip the fifth. Charlotte Rose last night tipped the fifth at the end of the stream. Man, that was a rad stream. My first New Zealand stream. It's not secretly my first. I did 2 others that were failures. But that was cool last night. If you have drunken them all your life, you'll probably get acquired taste. This is true. Very true, Pertsky. Very true. Yeah. I mean, this is better than Jim Beam and Cola. I'll give you that, hands down, right? Jim Beam and Cola, bleh. This is actually drinkable. Like I said yesterday, it's got a zesty kind of like it's a little bit like the Jolt Cola and like the Grana, and it's got like, it's kind of like a little Dr. Peppery sort of vibe to it. I don't know if that's what they were going for, but that's what I get from it. I don't drink a lot of Dr. Pepper or Grana and ginseng, but I can remember the flavor from like, Jolt Cola. I don't know if Jolt Cola still exists, but I do remember that flavor. It's kind of like that a little bit. That's the cola I'm tasting. The whiskey or the bourbon, yeah, nothing to write home about. The Jim Beam one is a lot off of the standard. Yeah, the Jim Beam is just... Jim Beam is nectar of the gods? Shit. I mean, each to their own. He's wrong. Yeah, you can think whatever you want, man, but just know you're wrong. Yeah, anybody can have their own decisions about what they like. For sure, man. That's the best part about life. Everybody likes what they like. You like whatever shit. And then anybody can enjoy whatever they enjoy. But if you enjoy that, you're goddamn awful. So you can have a good, you appreciate whatever you like. That's bullshit, man. Haven't you ever tried anything better than Jim Beam? Jim Beam's fucking terrible. Yeah, you can love it, man. I appreciate that. I don't appreciate it at all. It's awful. Absolutely. Cheers to Jim Beam. I'm not going to cheers to that. Just got a little something in my throat. Do you know what was getting in my throat the other day when we were streaming from home? On one of the streams I didn't do. A dude smoking cigarettes below me. Now, I normally can deal with cigarette smoke, but whatever the brand of cigarettes he was smoking, it got right in my throat. Every time I breathed in, I was like, I gotta cough. I'm not a cigarette smoker. I've never been one, but I can normally deal. Like heaven forbid, if we're in Germany where it's still legal to smoke in a lot of bars, I never had a problem at all. But this guy, whatever he was smoking, I was like, wow, man, I can't breathe here. Laugh my ass off, Pablono. Johnny Walker is okay. Johnny Walker's not bad. I had, on the plane over here, I had Johnny Walker Red with cola. And by the way, Air New Zealand, I gotta say, I got on that plane. I'd never flown Air New Zealand before. This is Brisbane, Christchurch, and then Christchurch, Queenstown. That's a domestic flight, so there was no booze. But Brisbane, Christchurch is an international, so there was booze. And I just said to the chick at the back, because I always choose the back of the plane, I just said, excuse me, and as I was getting on, like putting my stuff into the cabin and everything, I said, I've never flown with you guys before. You do an in-flight service, right, with alcohol and international? She's like, absolutely. I was like, so there's whiskey? And she said, yeah, you can get as drunk as you want. And then she caught herself. She went, well, within limits, sir. But she told me, she said, you can get as drunk as you want and we'll look after you. Well, within limits. I was like, I don't want to get out of control. It's only a 3.5 hour flight. I don't want to get I just enjoy, I always feel guilty on a plane because when they come around, so you take off. I just want to thank you for joining Air New Zealand's flight 709 from Brisbane to Christchurch. Estimated time of arrival at 9:35 p.m. Conditions upon arrival will be a slight southeasterly wind with the temperatures ranging between 6 and 8 degrees Celsius. Just want to say welcome aboard Air New Zealand's flight from Queenstown to Brisbane. We've gone backwards now. And thanks for choosing Air New Zealand. Now let's let the staff and cabin crew take care of you, and I'll speak to you when we arrive closer towards Christchurch. Christchurch and also Wellington and Queenstown, all the places. Anyway, once that's done, I always feel guilty because the cabin crew immediately click into gear and they go and start the in-flight service, which is food. But that's when I'm like, ding, I want a couple of drinks, right? Like I'm charged up here. We're flying. We're internationally flying. This is going to be awesome. I need a few drinks. So I already hit the buzzer. And in Air New Zealand, they've got like a little in-flight system where you go on the screen and you can choose food and beverage, and it tells you whether it's available or not. And it kept saying not available yet, even though they were bringing the trolleys out, doing the food service. So I actually just hit the button and called over a staff member, and it happened to be the same girl that I'd already approached when I first got in, and she went, I know what you want. And I said, do you do like Jack and Cola? And she said, we don't have Jack, but we have like Johnny Walker. I was like, that's cool, Johnny Walker. But I always feel guilty because I always ask for 2. So this is my order. I say, you do the little bottles, right? Like the little 50 ml bottles. Can I get 2 of those? Can I get 1 can of Coke? Can I get 1 glass full of ice? And I feel like an absolute wanker asking for it. But the reason behind it is because it's such a small bottle, and I know that I don't want to drink more Coke, right? I don't want to drink loads and loads of cola. I just need enough to get me through those 2 and then 2 more. And 1 can of, I think it's like 330 ml can, that'll get me through that. So 1 cup full of ice, the moment I get the 2 small bottles, they both go in. Then I add a little bit of cola, and then I'm good for a while. Like I'm good to sit there and watch the service, because I always get back of the plane, so I get served last. I'm good to watch them come all the way down the aisle, finally serve me. By then I finish that first 2 drinks, and I say, can I get 2 more of these? And I got to tell you, Air New Zealand was super cool. They were like, sure, no worries. They didn't like, and Emirates, back in the day, Emirates have said, are you sure you want 2 of those? I'm like, you know, they're only like this big, right? Like that's, yes, I'm sure I want 2 of them. And then I will ask you again for 2 more. And by the way, after those 4 or 2 servings, two interactions, I'll only have 1 more after that, and then I'm done. So I'm not the kind of passenger that's going to be like, fucking keep coming, I love you. No, I just know that I've got to get to a stage where I'm like supercharged, and then I'll watch a movie, and then I'll sleep for a while. But on a 3.5 hour flight, like by the time I'd had my 4th drink, or the third call in, I was like, we're almost landing, hey, and I was like, I'm done, we're good. And Air New Zealand, hands down, great service, great crew, good food. And the dude kept bringing me food too. He's like, sorry, that was the woman with the alcohol, but the guy spotted me and he's like, oh, you want more cookies? You want more this? You want more that? It's cool. I love stories, hey. I love telling stories too. Like this story is a stupid story. All I'm telling you is what I do on a plane. Big fucking whoop, dude. We all do shit on planes. Who cares? But I like telling it. Not a very good story though, but I like telling it. Smart system, great idea. Thanks, Pablo. I think it's pretty cool. I think it works. Dougski's back. Dougski! Most restaurants here offer that now. Ordering from your table, touch. Yeah, right. So it's all like, touch screen. Also, a little trick or a little tip, if you like, during these times of uncertainty with COVID, everyone's got to wear a mask, but you don't have to wear a mask if you're drinking or eating. So, well, I was drinking and eating, so I didn't wear a mask. I was like, you know what? It was actually hurting my ears. Because I flew Sydney, Brisbane, 7-hour wait, Brisbane, Wellington, 12-hour wait, where I slept in the airport, Wellington, Queenstown. The entire flight to get to Queenstown took me 2 days. It's a 3.5 hour across the ditch, across the Tasman Sea, Sydney, Queenstown, direct, 3.5 hours. But because I went Sydney, Brisbane, wait 7 hours, Brisbane, Wellington, wait 12 hours, Wellington, Queenstown, my entire flight time was 2 days. And I was wearing a mask all the time. And my ear, like the top of my ear, where the wire or the string goes around your ear, that was actually hurting. It actually still feels like it's hurting now. I think it was cutting into my ear. And so when they said, well, you don't have to wear one if you're having a drink, sir, I was like, well, then fire me up. I'll keep drinking, hey. Dudes, I'm wet. This is all wet. It's wet up here. My gear's going to be getting wet. Giggity, giggity. Always tip well for good service. You don't have to tip on planes. We don't tip at all on planes, dude. That's now white out again. I chew gum during the ascent and the descent. Helps equalize. I know how to equalize. I'm pretty comfortable with equalizing. I'm pretty good with snorkeling and whatnot. But I always think about that with kids, like, not kids, but babies. Like, babies don't know how to equalize. And imagine needing to equalize and not knowing what it is. It hurts. And if you don't know, because you're only like 6 months old, no wonder babies cry on planes, right? I get it. I don't have a baby that I know of, but I've heard babies crying. It's like, imagine having that pressure build up and being, well, they don't even have the brain capacity to know that they're a baby. They don't have anything, right? It's just painful. That would suck, eh? I tip on international flights just to show gratitude. Really, Pablo? Wow. I salute you, but I've never ever heard of that before. I've never even thought of it. I've never even thought of tipping on a flight, ever. Maybe that's why they were so nice to me. They were expecting a tip? Nah, not an outgoing flight from Australia. All my international flights with Tracer, they were all outgoing from Australia, except I guess the second half from Dubai, but they're not expecting tips, are they? Is that why Air New Zealand was so nice to me? No, I don't think they were going for tips. I know people who tip on flights. I don't do it. Perdsky, yeah, okay. I also tip the bus driver. Speaking of bus drivers, I got myself a New Zealand or a Queenstown bus card today, folks. The B line. Tomorrow I got to go out to the airport, which is just over yonder, and got to get my license. I got to get my driver's license transferred to New Zealand, and then I've got to add the P endorsement to be able to take passengers. That's got to be done tomorrow. And then I've got an appointment with the bank at 3 p.m. Got to go to the appointment to meet the guy I've already met to get my bank account set up. So tomorrow is going to be like a business day, if you like. Yeah, I'll do all that shit tomorrow. So, and I'm going to take the bus for the first time. Should we move a little further down? The trail. Shit, calm down, Perdsky. When I said go down, I meant on the trail. Go down on the trail. Keep your mind out of the gutter. I'm kind of hoping to find a spot where we do have a little bit of Queenstown city lights. I mean, it's a bit whiteout-ish at the moment. I don't know if we'll find it. I was a waiter and a bartender many years ago, Pablono. Tipping for good service is important to me. I get it, and I understand it. So in Australia, and I know I'm in New Zealand right now, so it's probably not exactly the same, but in Australia, tipping is very foreign. It's not. So in food and beverage, it's kind of common to get a tip, but it's definitely not expected, and no one thinks anything different of anybody if there isn't a tip. But on the same note, if someone does tip in a restaurant, it's like, oh, thank you very much. And people only tip in restaurants if they get good service. So like a lot of times, and I know this from my time in America, the tip is expected. It's like, well, I did the bare minimum. You wanted another napkin? I brought you one, sir. Tip me. No. If you did like a cartwheel and handed me the napkin on a silver platter, then I'll tip you, right? You haven't done anything. Like, I'll give you an example. That cartwheel and a napkin is stupid, but I'll give you a real example. So we're in a hotel in Angora Hills. Angora? Go and search it. It's in LA, or it's just north of LA, Angora Hills. I'm pretty certain. Not far from Thousand Oaks, or a little ways down on the 101. We're in a hotel there. We check in. I need a HDMI cable. So I ring up the reception. And I say, "Oh, can we get an HDMI cable? That there's none on the television, or it's not." I think Dre and I wanted to plug something in, or I don't know, whatever it was, we needed a cable. And that's the day that we arrived. And that's the first time, pretty certain that's the first time Dre and Tracer had been in the States as well. I know that's the first time Tracer had been, but I'm not pretty sure. Anyway, so this guy comes up from reception with the cable, and he comes in, he knocks on the door, and I'm like, oh, and he comes in, he goes, this is the HDMI cable, and he hands it to me. I'm like, thanks, man. And I give it to Dre, and Dre starts putting it in the television, whatever. And then the guy is standing at the door, he's just standing there, like inside the hotel room, standing at the door. And I'm like, thanks. And he's like, so you got the cable then? I'm like, yep, you just gave it to me. I gave it to Dre. I was like, thanks. And he's like, okay, sir, have a nice day. And he turns around and walks out. And Dre says to me, dude, he wanted you to tip him. He wanted you to, what didn't you tip him for? He wanted you to tip him. I'm like, fuck, really? I got to tip that dude? I rang reception because they didn't have a cable. And I got to tip that dude? So because I ring for a basic service, then he earns an extra bonus? No, that's not how that should work. It should be like, this dude should come up out of the generosity of his own heart and say, knock, knock, knock. Good evening, sir. I know you just checked into the hotel. Is there anything that we can do to help you? Is there anything wrong? Anything missing? Anything that we can do to help? And I would have been like, you know what, man? There actually is. There's a cable missing. Can you get us an HDMI cable? Oh, no worries. That's a tip, right? That's a tip deserving interaction. But me ringing up to complain about something, there's no HDMI cable here. Can we get a cable sent up? No worries, sir. We'll do that. That's not tip worthy. And Dre and I argued about it. Dre's like, nah, dude, it's the USA. You got to tip these guys. They only earn money on their tips. I'm like, but that's not the point. Like they've given us a hotel room and there's a cable. It's like saying there's no pillows. If you get into a hotel and the pillows are missing and you ring up, do you got a tip for that? Would you? Would you tip if they bring you pillows? Every other hotel room's got pillows. Now, I'm not saying that's happened, but that's an example, right? There should be pillows, right? I got a hotel room with no pillows. We'll bring them up for you, sir. There'll be a tip. No, there's no tip for that. That's the fucking basics. That's the thing. That's what you bought. So fuck off. Just know that you're wrong. Anyway, found that funny. And then I think there was something else wrong too. There was I think it was something wrong. We didn't actually end up watching whatever it was we were trying to do. I think there was an NTSC versus PAL issue as well. And I wasn't going to call for that. I'm like, no, we'll just watch it on. I think we were watching YouTube videos or something. I don't know. I don't remember what it was. I know how to work it. Often you get free upgrades and such. Pablo, I get it. Strange situation. Frankly, you should have apologized and maybe offered you something as he should have. Right on. Finally, someone who sees it my way, which is the right way right now. Let me tell you about that. Tip for good service, not mediocre. Bingo, bango. A few times I've been put up in first class with colleagues and it's normal to tip. First class is got to be the biggest rort in our lifetime. So let me tell you, okay, I don't want to do this because I've done it before, but I'll do it again because I want to. Huh? I don't want to do it because I've done it before, but I want to do it. Either way, I'm going to do it. How come in 2022 we can judge people and treat people differently based on their financial status? How come that's accepted? If we can't judge people differently and treat them differently based on their appearance, their race, their gender, or their sexuality, how come we can still judge people and treat people differently based on their financial situation? You might say, what the hell are you talking about, dude? What's this guy dribbling about? The class system. There's a class system. It's most apparent on an airline. You get treated better if you pay more. That's discrimination based on financial status. How come that's still a thing? How come first class how come there's economy and first class? If we can't say, you're not worthy of this because you're something. Now, whatever the something is, if I said you're not worthy because you're white or you're black, fucking hell, man, all shit would break loose. But if you say you're not worthy of this because you can't afford it, that's fine. We're allowed to do that. We'll smoke you if you can pay us more. That's class, right? That's a class system. How come no one's upset with this? All these social justice warriors whinging and complaining about not using the correct pronouns and you can't associate this and you can't culturally misappropriate that. What about getting on a plane? Getting on a plane, they will bend down and bend over and give you everything you want if you give them more money. It's fucked, eh? There should be no class system. Everybody should be equal, right? Isn't that the thing? Aren't we supposed to treat each other equal? We're all the same here. It's all even. Doesn't make any sense. It's okay with certain things, but then when you go to other things, it's like, oh no, sir, we're gonna pretend we really like you because you've got more money. That person over there in economy, fuck them. Hey, we don't give a shit about them. We're gonna treat them like cattle class because they don't have much money. That's okay. It doesn't seem right. If you're gonna go down this avenue and you're gonna do this, you have to do it all or nothing. And it seems like the world's gone into this avenue, but there's points where it's like, it's a little bit edgy, right? A little bit on the edge, a little bit controversial. Oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. Well, you can do that, but you can't do this. Like, I looked into the Louis Vuitton shop. There's one right on the Lake Wakatipu on the foreshore right here. I looked in there yesterday and there was a couple sitting at a table drinking wine, and it wasn't a bar or it wasn't like a dinner situation. It was just like people sitting at a table inside the Louis Vuitton shop. Now, I mean, this is the store that has like 7 lights pointing on a handbag. There's one handbag in like a big cyclone wall with like drop lights and backlights, and this is a handbag that's worth more than any house I've ever owned. And like, if you buy that handbag, you're not just getting a handbag, you're getting an entire production and a show where everybody comes over and goes, oh, would you like to taste this champagne and sit down and talk about your purchase? It's like, dude, you wankers, you absolute wankers. You're only doing this because of money. You're treating people differently based upon money. The thing with the fingers means the money. Have I illustrated that point? That sounds nice. The thing with the fingers, money, right? It's crazy, right? Like, I don't believe we should be treated differently based upon anything. We should all have an equal crack at it. But if you have more money, and they say, and this goes back to, I've had this conversation before, but they say money doesn't buy happiness. Fuck off. You tell that to any of the dicks in economy class, which is me, and they look up there on an international flight from, not just the one from Australia to Wellington, but you look at an international flight from Melbourne to Dubai, and you tell me money's not buying happiness. Fuck off. The dudes in first class are way happier than the dudes in economy. They're laying back with like, they got not only do they have a bed that they can lay on, they got a shower. You're telling me that's not happy? And the dude's sitting back there going, I'm fucking watching Meet the Fockers over and over again on the little screen there with the dude pushing the chair back in front of me. Money does buy happiness, folks. I gotta break it to you. Money buys happiness. Let me ask you this though. Is there alcohol in this Cody? I think there is. Let me just check. There's 7 of them. There's 7 alcohols in here. I see them swimming around. Shit. I love a good conversation. Pablo, Bannon, I love you, but I disagree on this point. Really? Fact is, we are not equal. We never will be. Yeah, exactly. Pertsky, I always go first class on trains unless it's only short, so I'm grateful to be separated from the bogans. I rest my case. Let's move down further the hill. It's complete. Could hear water dripping. What was I hearing there? Oh, I got my water bottle here. Let me just have a sip of water. Let's move down the hill a little. It's going to be sketchy though. I think, let me just, well, first of all, I've got to take a slash. So let me just take a slash. I don't think we're going to see any lights here, folks. I don't think there's going to be any Queenstown lights to be had. It's all white out over there. We'll go down a little though. This scene grows old. I think I hear Peter coming over though. Who? Peter. 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 I don't know. I don't know if Pete's around. Hey, Peter! Peter! What? Peter! What? Yo, Peter, come over here. What? Peter, there's a camera. What? There's a camera over here. What? No way, man! I don't know, dude. There's a camera just... It's like... Oh, wait, man. The guy's drinking Cody's. Get out of here! What? That's my running gag, folks. That's my running Cody gag. Not very funny. Let's get out of here. So what we'll do is I will put the chat away. That's empty. That's 25 cents, Pertsky. I'm gonna crush it. That's not gonna work. Okay, so listen to this. I'll pick that up in a moment. That's going to be crushed and we're going to carry it with us. Got one last Cody we're going to have lower down the mountain. Got the other two here. The two empties plus the other one which will come in my pocket later. My water. So what we'll do is we'll move down further down the mountain. How's the battery situation looking? Because we have been sitting here in cloud. 15% on that and 2 by... No, we're still good. So, okay, so the chat's going to stop here momentarily, or I'm going to turn the chat off. Put that in here. And we will mosey on down the hill till we can maybe... I don't think we're going to see a place with Queenstown lights. I don't think that's going to happen, to be honest, but we'll see. We'll see, skis. So we got that. But I'm going to use the light off the camera to plot my course as we mosey. So it comes to here. We'll just check for anything left over. Nothing here. So we've got to just bounce off the end. There's the Cody, which I'll pick up in a second. We'll just bounce off here. Give me a second to do this in all kinds of awkwardness. So we got this here. Hold on a sec. So Big Peck, how much have we got here? How much gap? We'll just jump off here. Just put you down for a second. It's very difficult to see anything, but you are my guiding light. Actually, I don't even need to put it down. I can just pick it up. Okay, so Cody can. Let's crush this sucker. 25 cents in my pocket. So let's use this light to get us back down to a lower location. So I'm using your light. You're my guiding light here, folks. I know I said I wouldn't stream the downward mission, but we will keep streaming until we get to the last spot, wherever that is. Now, I've done this walk already, so I'm aware of it. It's familiar terrain. A little steep coming up. Ah, the Cody bottle, Cody can is dripping in my pocket. That's right, I'm gonna wash this crap anyway. Can you hear water running? There's the Queenstown lights in the distance. I don't know if you can see that. So this is going to get a little hairy at times, but not too bad. It's way warmer here too. We got off the top of that hill. Queenstown Hill live streamed, folks. Nobody's done this before in the history of before. How do you like that? Can you see those lights? Does that even look, do you even see that in the distance? Or are you better off seeing the moon? You got the moon there, right? The little speckle of the moon, or I don't think you see Queenstown lights. Yeah, I don't think you can see that. Let's just keep going until you can see it. We'll go this way. Stoked I've got these though, because man, it's cold otherwise. Holding the tripod, which is made of steel, definitely, I can feel the cold seeping through the gloves. Oh, so we stopped over there before. I know that spot. That were the rocks we stopped at when we were on the way up here. You know where we should stop? We should have our last Cody at the spot where we found the Cody under the rock. For those that weren't here for the beginning of the stream, you missed an absolute whopper. Not really, but there is a spot where there's like a little rock. It's actually not that great. I'm making out that it's better than what it is. It's just a rock with a little ledge, and underneath it someone had smashed a Cody can, and we said we'll pick that Cody can up and take it back with us. Maybe that's the spot we should you won't see anything, there's just dark forest, but at least maybe that could be a spot where we should stop. And or are we going to stream the whole journey back down? I don't know, maybe we'll stream the whole journey. I don't know, folks. I'm flexible. So there's a little hairy section here, little hairy. We'll just go cautiously, casually. Let's not forget I'm wearing skate shoes. I will be buying some actual hiking boots soon, but right now I do not have them. So I'm treading cautiously as we go. Steady as she goes. Actually, let's not get dinged off YouTube. Maybe I'm going to stream this entire walk down. I don't know, folks. I hadn't planned on doing that. I probably should keep an eye on my data usage too. I've only got 80 gig. 80 gig? Dude, that's nothing, hey. I must be close to 50 gig of that already in 2 streams. This could be an issue. Maybe that's why I've got to get a second 4G service, because New Zealand doesn't know. New Zealand's data usage is shit. 80 gig for $80 a month? That's... I'm sure I'm going through that, right? I like stories. Maybe I shouldn't stream the whole walk back down if that's the case. I feel like I've used streaming 1080/30 at 6 megabits a second. I would have definitely used between 30 and 40 gig of 80 in 2 streams. But then again, each stream I used to do from home was about 10 gig. I guess I gotta check. I'll check. I don't have the app yet. My account with Vodafone is still so new that I don't even have access to it. I don't even have the account number. But I can't believe they've only got 80 gig as their like, that's their thing, 80 gig? Like, what are you talking about? 80 gig? Excuse me while I kiss this guy. $80 gig is nothing, dude. I told you about Optus, right? I told you what happened with Optus in Australia. I went to cancel my account and they're like, oh, well, sorry, here you go, sir. But the good thing is when you get back to Australia in October, you can re-sign up and you'll be on a better plan. Excuse me? Yeah, that's right, sir. Your plan will now be $55 a month instead of $85 a month. And instead of 500 gig, it's uncapped. So it's unlimited gig. I'm like, what? Wait a sec, Optus. If I didn't ring you to tell you I'm cancelling, you wouldn't have told me this. So I've got an account that I pay $85 a month for, and I get 500 gig. And you're telling me that the new account, or the new contract, or the new plan, I beg your pardon, is unlimited gig for 55. This is a bit hairy, hold on. Which angle am I gonna take? This way. 3 points of contact. Yeah, I'm like, what are you talking about, Optus? Man, this is why you suck, hey? I've been with you for like 3 years on this plan. And I could have been paying less. That sucks. Then I come to New Zealand, it's $80 for 80 gigs. That sucks. You feel me? You hear me? You know me? You see me? You know I'm right, you know, like I do waffle a lot, but you know I'm right about this, right? There's no ifs or butsy. Hey, by the way, we've got a little breakout section here. Queenstown lights, still not great. We're going to get to that Cody cam, I guess. Yeah, you know I'm right, folks. Like you could say this guy talks a lot of shit, hey, but you know what I'm telling you is right, and that's why it really grinds your gears. You're like, yeah, he's right. Actually, he is right, but he does waffle. Well, I'm happy to waffle as long as the facts are there. So here we go, we're entering into dark territory. So we're off the mountaintop now, we're back in the pine fir forest woods. You know we're in the forest because we've got... That's a tree. That's a tree. That's now we just bumped out of the pine fir forest woods momentarily. I remember this bit. Momentarily out of the pine forest woods fir. We'll be back there. Now we're back into the woods. You know how? Because that's a tree. That's a tree. Alright, I'll stop. Tell me I should stop. Tell me I should... Hey, I'll give you a bit more light here. Oh, that's less. Hold on. Oh, shit. Did I turn that off? I did, but how did I do that? Dude, what happened then? My light just went off. Okay. So that's not a good sign. I don't have another light source except for my phone, which won't last half a jiffy. Why did that just turn off though? I just touched the battery. Let me just take it out and plug it back in. No. Okay, at this particular point, folks, we are obviously not going to continue streaming. I'm not going to be walking down this hill in complete darkness. What I'll do is I'll end the stream here. How come that happened? I just touched the, let me just, so you're down. I was going to turn the light up. How come it's completely off? Okay. Yeah, so I got to think now about my own safety, which includes getting back down using my phone light, which is easily possible, but I wasn't planning on doing that. I just went to, it's weird, it just turned itself off. Oh well, I guess we can't end the stream exactly how I wanted to end it, but we'll end it. Here's my phone. I guess you got a little bit of light. No, you got nothing. Let me just address the chat one more time. I mean, I could sit here and drink a Cody in the darkness, but that'd be lousy, right? And I don't have, oh, do I have a second? Hang on a second. Do I have a second battery for my light? I should have, right? That wouldn't make any sense if I don't. Let me just confirm that. I have a bigger battery. Let me just confirm this, folks. Give me a second. That is a no. I do not have another battery here. I do have a power bank, but I don't have the cable for it. Interesting. Well, let me get the chat up, and I guess we'll wind this up in darkness. Wasn't my plan. Definitely wasn't my plan. Let me just bring up my chisel chat. Can you see me at all? I guess no. I guess I can crank the ISO absolute maximum here. So the ISO is 3200. Let's go to 1280. That's the absolute maximum ISO. I want to get a charge on my phone. Let me go back to D-Live machines. I find that interesting that light, the moment I turned it on or I tried to turn it up, it probably cold because it's been like rain. Keep Peter away from the camera. Okay, so we'll wrap it up here, folks. Yeah, safe trip down. Thanks, Pertsky. Yeah, what I'll do is I'll here. I mean, there's no point continuing without any light. I'm going to use my phone. Planning on doing that, but it's good to have the backup. So thank you all. Can you see? No, I can't do this because I need it. Thanks for all of you for the ending here. I didn't expect this to be the way it ended, but here you go. I mean, got to be flexible. Yeah, next stream will probably be in a couple of days. I got a lot of stuff to do on Monday, and then I'm going to go and say hello to Dom and Sharon's cats while day. And then Wednesday, cryptocurrency stream from home, and I don't know. We'll go to the Queenstown Gardens or something. I don't know. We'll do something. But thanks for being here. The stage.